yeah, I know. I don't know, bro. Where do I throw down these stats? No, for real.
Good evening. Welcome to Delmar, Delaware. Tonight we bring you the Showdown in the South on our Milford Conference Friday Night Football Game of the Week on 302 Sports live from Francis E. Dunbar Stadium. You're watching the Soto Concepts pregame show. Good evening again, folks. I'm Benny Mitchell, and we are in Week 9 of Delaware High School football season. And tonight, the Henley Conference Championship Southern Division could be decided. The 6-2 Milford Buccaneers travel south with their 4-0 conference record, and awaiting them are the 7-1 Delmar Wildcats, also 4-0 in the conference with a conference record. A Milford win tonight, and they will be the Henley Conference South champion and earn the automatic berth to the DIAA Division II state tournament. A Delmar win, well, everything's got to wait one more week to determine who the champ is. Let me bring in my broadcast partner, Sean Brennan. And Sean, just 3 days removed from Halloween, we don't get any tricks, but we get a treat watching two outstanding running backs in Milford's David Bowman and Delmar's Brooks Parker.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting game tonight. I've been so excited all week to see this. We're talking about the number 1 offense in Division II versus the number 4 defense in Division II. I'm just so excited to be here. Plus, there's nothing like a Friday night in Delmar, especially with the conference on the line. This is going to be a showdown of the ages.
Hey, Delmar comes in, like you said, coming in with Brooks Parker, their own pretty darn good running back, 6'2", 210. He's a load, and he likes to run north and he likes to run south. And one thing about Delmar is they're on offense. They're good in all phases of the game, and you're going to see a little bit of a hybrid offense, a little bit of wing tee, a little bit of run and gun, a little bit of shotgun.
Well, look for them to do a lot of play action passing tonight too, as well. On the Milford side with David Bowman, I'll tell you what. That kid's a special kid. We'll get into some of his stats a little bit later. But him and Price have been just tearing it up against quality people, too. Milford's played a really tough schedule to get them here at this point. So it's going to be exciting.
Let's talk about the coaching matchup for tonight. Milford head coach Sean Strickland enters his second season, going 9-2 last year, making Division II tournament in his rookie season. He's now 15-4 in his short career. Definitely one of the top up-and-coming young coaches in the Henley Conference. Tonight, he goes up with a man who's already a legend in the Henley Conference.
Sure.
Even the state of Delaware. Tonight, Dave Hearn will go after his 200th career victory.
Yep.
He is currently the leader in wins for the Henley Conference with a 199-89 record. Last season he passed legendary coach Ron Dickerson, Captain Dick, and ironically he tied him at Seton.
Wow, how about that? Interesting stat there.
Hearn has already won 4 Division II state titles. So I'll talk a little bit about the young guy versus the old guy.
Well, Coach Hearn, I mean, you said it right there statistically, great coach. Just has so much talent in the smallest town. I mean, he gets the most out of these kids, more so than anybody I've ever seen. I had the opportunity to coach against him in a Blue Bow game many years ago, and during that whole week, we got you bond with the coaches and things. And I have so much respect for that guy. He is an amazing coach, and just again, he wins year in and year out. You said it. He found himself in this predicament last year, with a young ball club. And now they have that experience, and they're here again battling for a conference championship. Coach Strickland, hey, see our guy. See our guy coming down.
Yeah, on the Shuddy program.
And I'll tell you, Coach Strickland does an amazing job with the Milford kids. He has people in our community up in Milford excited about football again. Something that we haven't seen since 2008 when I was there, and we were winning the title and stuff. And he has brought that enthusiasm that he has for the game and passion for the game of football to our community up in Milford, and is doing a great job. This is third year.
Okay, third season.
He's 21-7 in 3 years. His first year went 6-4,
right,
and then went on to the playoffs. He's just doing a great job. He has a wealth of knowledge as well as a young coach. That kind of was interesting. He and I would talk a little bit at school and stuff, and just a ton of wealth. I have mad respect for Coach Sean Strickland. Coach Hearn, a legend in the state of Delaware. It's going to be a great matchup, Benny.
3 years versus 27. So we have an interesting young guy versus old guy matchup.
Yeah.
We're going to cut away to a Set All Concepts commercial. You are watching the Set All Concepts pregame show with Benny Mitchell and Sean Brennan. We'll be right back.
Set All Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in Southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodal, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodal Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering...
Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef of Sodal Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful Slop Pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out. Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill.
And welcome back, folks, to the Set All Concepts pregame show with Benny Mitchell and Sean Brennan. And Sean, let's start with the visitors. Let's talk a little bit about this Milford Buccaneer team.
Well, we talked about third-year coach Sean Strickland, 21-7 as a head coach. Their offensive season stats this year, they're averaging 300-plus yards a game offensively, 26 points per game offensively. They've scored 207 points this year. What impressed me a couple weeks ago, I got to watch them play, their defense is tough, Benny. Tough defense, one of the best defenses we've seen in Division II this year. Defensively, they're giving up less than 200 yards per game, 7 points a game, and they have 4 shutouts. Sussex Tech, Division I program. Laurel, Seaford, and Indian River. And technically, Benny, they had a shutout of Woodbridge because Woodbridge scored a touchdown on a kick return. Right. So the defense gave up 0 points to Woodbridge Blue Raiders, who in Division II are number 2 in scoring. And they held them under 100 yards total offense in that game. This defense, folks, is for real. David Bowman, their starting tailback, special young man. He has 1,200 yards for the season in rushing, 1,300 yards from scrimmage, 22 touchdowns. And essentially, those 22 touchdowns and rushing yards came in 6.5 games this year because in 2 games they only played 1 quarter. So he hasn't even played a full game in 2 of those games. That's a 3 touchdown a game average. The average is 187 yards, rushing yards from scrimmage, 200 total yards a game. It's crazy. In the last 3 games, he's run for 604 yards. He now sets the Milford High School touchdown record and is approaching, and we were there the night that Will Knight did it, he's approaching 5,000 yards for his career.
Yeah, you mentioned Will Knight, young man who's going on 6,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
100 touchdowns this year, and he's got a big one we'll talk about a little bit later.
Yeah.
They're up at Louisiana today. Let's talk a little bit about the Cats down here in Delmar. The town too big for one state.
Absolutely. 6 state titles since 1976. But their last playoff appearance was 2013. So it's been a little bit of a slide.
They lose tonight. They're not going to playoffs this year either.
No.
Their non-conference schools didn't come through for them with a bonus point.
Not at all. So, like I said earlier, this game pits the number 1 offense versus the number 4 defense. Delmar is the number 1 offense in Division II and the number 2 offense in the entire state of Delaware behind Smyrna. So they are getting it done offensively. Delmar Betting was in the same position last year where they had a chance to win the conference against Milford on the road, lost, and then had a chance against Woodbridge and lost, and then knocked themselves out of the playoffs. So here they're at home for those 2 games. That could make a big difference. The offense has scored, like I said, the most points in Division II. They've scored 318 points. That's a lot of points in 8 games. That's 38 more points than the Woodbridge Blue Raiders, who are number 2. That's a big gap between the 2. They're a big play offense. Folks, tonight, Milford's going to really have to take a time to shut that down.
And there's a lot of weapons in that offense.
Absolutely. Their scoring plays are 20 more yards 71% of the time. So they're a big play offense, and they're doing it on the ground and in the air. They're getting it done. And the defense, they're getting it done as well. They're only giving up 11 points a game. So they're just right behind in the standings on this Milford defense. So they're legit. This is going to be a slobber knocker of a game.
So it's time for our Dream Scouting Network players to watch. And we're going to start off with the Milford Buccaneers. I think the players to watch tonight for the Milford Buccaneers. Number 3, David Bowman. You've already given his resume.
Absolutely.
28, Rashawn Price. Maybe equally as good, just doesn't get the amount of touches that Bowman has. But this kid, we saw him last year. He can take off.
Speed. He does an amazing job, and a great young man as well. They are a great 1-2 punch.
And when you talk about 1-2 punches, get the same thing in the backfield for the Delmar Wildcats. Number 34, Brooks Parker. Sean, I came out here, and I look at sizes when I look at rosters.
Yeah.
And until I got here, I didn't realize how big 6'2", 220 was.
Yeah.
Especially with pads on. This kid's a physical specimen. We're going to see him tonight, number 34.
Yep.
And the other guy in that backfield, number 12, Deshaun Denard. These 2 guys, like you said, a great 1-2 punch. And again, we got out to meet them out here, met them Monday. A couple of great young men.
Well, one of the things about these guys, not only with that 1-2 punch, but the thing that's impressed me with their season, sophomore quarterback Jacob Van Arks stepping in, for an injured A.J. Angelo, and has done a great job and been able to provide balance for this explosive offense.
So we're going to take a time out. We're going to go back with our pigskin picks, our picks around the Henley Conference for this week. Folks, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare and a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon.
Welcome to 302 Sports and our pigskin picks and trade week 9, almost done. 2 more weeks, and then we get into the playoffs and eventually the state championships up at the University of Delaware, which 302 Sports will be covering through the NFHS network, and we'll be there at Delaware Stadium. So let's get off week number 9. First off, we'll start with week number 8. 8-0. 8-0 makes me 60-15 on the year. My best pick, taking Dover over Polytech. I thought it'd be a little bit closer, but like you said last week, Dover was going to show up for homecoming. You thought Polytech could, maybe, keep it close, but Dover just blows them out in this game. So we're going to start with a couple non-conference games. And first one off is the 3-4 Seaford Blue Jays traveling up to Bear to take on the 3-5 Red Lion Lions. It's going to be a 7 o'clock kickoff at Red Lion. This is the third meeting in a row between these two teams. The Lions got the first one. The Blue Jays answered last year. I like Seaford in a high-scoring game. Seaford Blue Jays 35, Red Lion Lions 21.
Yeah, I see Seaford getting their 4th win of the season in this game.
4th win, that's be about what they've had over the last 3 years, 4 wins total. Big one upstate, 7:30 kickoff in Baynard Stadium. This is the 302 Sports Spotlight game of the week, and our 302 Sports North crew will carry this game. Smyrna has already clinched the state tournament berth. They won the Henlopen North. They have 1 game left against Polytech, and they hold the head-to-head over anybody in the conference. Salesianum still has work to do. Lost last week to Westminster. Drops them to 5-3 on the season. 6-4. They could get in, but it's going to be tough. Sal's are in serious trouble if they lose this game. Look for Will Knight to have a big night in Banner Stadium. I'm going to take the 6-2 Eagles 35, Salesianum 28.
Yeah, I agree. Sally's needs this win here for a playoff berth. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game like you have, but I think Will Knight will be the factor in this game, and Smart gets to win.
Let's go to some Henlopen Conference Northern Division games. Start off at the beach in Lewis, Cape Henlopen High School. 2 2-6 teams here, the Dover Senators and the Cape Henlopen Vikings. Trey, 2 teams headed in opposite directions. We've said all year that Dover was good enough to pull an upset late in the season, and we saw that last week as they dashed any hopes Polytech had of a state tournament berth last weekend. Cape Henlopen is on a 5-game losing streak, and part of that is the offense just sputtering. They just can't put enough points on the board. Defense is playing okay, but the offense is got to get the ball moving. I just can't see Cape being able to score enough to stay with Dover. It's just 2 style matchups, and this one just doesn't benefit Cape Henlopen. The Senators are going to put the ball in the end zone. Cape is going to have to eat up clock on offense to make this a short game and give them a chance to win. But I'm going to take Dover 28, Cape Henlopen 21.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Dover's going to put too many points on the board for Cape. Aren't they averaging like 28 points a game?
Yeah, they're in the mid-20s.
Yeah, and Cape hasn't got over 21 all year, right?
And 1 game early in the year.
A few weeks ago, I probably would have said this is a battle if we can put 4 good cores together, and I still think that's a factor, but I think the fact that Dover's putting up such a high number of points, it's going to get them this win.
Yeah, Cape Henlopen's offense has to support the defense to be in this game. They got to eat up clock and move the ball down the field. Sussex Tech, the Tech Bowl. Sussex Tech 3-5 versus 5-3 Polytech. Tech 3-5, Poly 5-3. I see after week 10 these 2 teams both being 500. I'm taking Sussex Tech 21, Polytech 14.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago I would have taken Polytech here, but seeing how bad of a matchup they had with Dover and Sussex Tech also spreads the ball out a little bit, I think I favor Tech here too. Sussex Tech, that is.
Yeah. Big game in the Henlopen North. Sussex Central and Caesar Rodney, they've been playing lights out on defense the past couple of weeks. The Golden Knights probably have already done enough to make the postseason. CR? Well, their state tournament started back in week 6. A win here is absolutely huge for the Riders. With 2 strong defensive teams, this game is going to come down to a big break. Maybe a turnover, maybe a crucial penalty. Maybe it's going to be a goal line stand. Who knows what it's going to be. This game leans Sussex Central simply because their offense has done more this year. I'm going to take Sussex Central 14, Caesar Rodney 10.
Well, I think if Sussex Central gets upset this year, this is the week that happens. Maybe that's my bias showing for my Riders, but I've just been so impressed with Caesar Rodney's defense the last 3 or 4 weeks that I see the possibility of them winning, and if it is, it's because of their defense this week. So, I'm always going to go with my Riders.
And the Riders, they've been scoring a lot of points on defense this year with pick sixes, especially here in the last few weeks, some fumble recoveries. I think they've scored in the last 3 games. I think they've scored 4 defensive touchdowns.
And they're tuning that offense up a little bit, too, lately.
That's right. Sussex Central, 7-1 going in this game. Cesar Rodney's 5-3. Probably a must-win against Cesar Rodney. Depending on what happens, could get in at 6-4. It's going to take a lot of help. We move on to the Southern Division that we'll be covering this week. 7 o'clock kickoff in Bridgeville. 1-7 Indian River. 7-1 Woodbridge. The Blue Raiders roll into this one. They're going to have their eyes on that Milford Delmar game. And the Blue Raiders fans, you can watch the Milford Delmar game on your smartphone in the stadium on our YouTube channel. A Delmar win puts Woodbridge back in the Henlopen Conference South title race. I'm going to take Woodbridge 42, Indian River 0.
Yeah, I see Woodbridge rolling here and getting ready for that big showdown with Delmar.
7 o'clock kickoff in Felton. 3-5 Laurel Bulldogs. 3-5 Lake Forest Spartans. 2 teams looking to finish 500. If the Lake Forest defense can play one of their best games of the season, they get the win. Laurel has to get their offense in gear. They've got to put points on the scoreboard. They got to score touchdowns. I'm going to take the Spartans in a tight one. Lake Forest 21, Laurel 14.
This game's in Felton.
It's in Felton.
Yeah, I got to favor the home team here. I think it's going to be a very close game, but I'm going to go with Lake Forest too.
And our Henlopen Conference Friday night game of the week on 302 Sports, the Showdown in the South, Trey. We're traveling to Delmar, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6-2 Milford, 7-1 Delmar. 302 Sports makes its first appearance in the southernmost town in the state of Delaware. We'll be in Delmar Friday night. These 2 teams combined for 94 points last week. But points won't be coming that easily this Friday night. A Milford victory, they're the Henlopen Conference Southern Division champions. A Delmar victory, well, that's just going to push everything off one more week when they play Woodbridge. So playing for the automatic berth here, I think Delmar has to get the auto berth. Some of the teams, non-conference teams they played this year, did not come through with them on the bonus points, for them on the bonus points. Milford is big up front. They're strong defense and 2 top backs that can break one at any time. Simply, David Bowman's dangerous. The Wildcats, they have been equally as impressive and have pitched back-to-back shutouts while scoring 91 points the last 2 weeks. And their go-to guy, Brooks Parker. So it's going to be Parker versus Bowman Friday night. Milford's win over Woodbridge, that's given the Bucks some much-deserved swagger and confidence. The town of Delmar is going to shut down Friday night. Everybody in Delmar will be at this game. Expect a hostile crowd when you go into Delmar this week. I've seen a rabid Wildcat crowd back in the day when Delmar was a team. These fans can get into the game. They can be intimidating. Going into week 9, Milford's resume probably makes them a slight favorite. My concern was their week 7 struggle with Cape winning in overtime. The Henlopen Conference South title is going to have to wait another week, Trey, to be decided. The Wildcats are going to win this in a classic. It may come down to overtime. I say a 2-point conversion decides this one. Delmar Wildcats 22, the Milford Buccaneers 21.
Yeah, and that about a minute and a half you spent there giving your breakdown on it, I've gone back and forth about 5 times in my head. But like I said for the Lake Forest and Laurel game, I think this is going to come down to home field advantage. I buy into that stuff. Like you said, hostile crowd. Gotta give it to Delmar.
Right.
They're putting points on the board too. It's not like one team's just all defense. They're putting points on the board too.
And if you've ever been to Delmar Stadium, it's this nice little stadium tucked in behind the school. You're close to the field with no track, and I tell you what, those Wildcat fans get after it.
Sounds like the Ironman I wrestled in.
There you go. Yeah, the Ironman. Everybody's circling the mat, and that's what it's going to feel like. You're going to have. There's probably going to be 2,000 plus people at this game Friday.
I agree. I see Delmar winning.
Milford's bringing a crowd. Delmar's going to have the hometown crowd there. Shoot, the only time I ever go to Delmar usually is Old Mill. Yeah. So, Don Prowse, you think maybe you could open up a little early for us and get some crabs, but they're closed for the season. But anyhow, Friday night we're going to be in Delmar, the big showdown in the South. North Crew is going to be at Boehner Stadium with Salesian and Smyrna. So, folks, we'll see you Friday night on 302 Sports. Welcome to 302 Sports and our pigskin picks and trade week 9, almost
is an
done.
award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts.
And I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts.
And I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts.
I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa
And welcome back to Delmar, folks. So we just got word that this is not a 7 o'clock kickoff. It's been changed to a 7:30 kickoff. So, if you want to listen to me and Sean, we're right here. And I believe the game in Baynard is also going to be a 7:30 kickoff. I know.
Might hear a little Jimi Hendrix in the background, too.
Conferences, usually all start times are 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I just checked the schedule and it's updated. I don't know when, but it was changed to a 7:30 start. So we got plenty to talk about, folks. We got a big game here. We got some big games around the state, and we can start talking about some state tournaments. So we're going to hold off on Gators X's and O's. Let's talk about some of the state tournament breakdown, Sean. And start first off with, let's go to Division 2. In Division 2 right now, if the tournament started today now, it's hard to say that because no conference champions have been either in Flight B or the Hell Open have been decided yet.
No.
But if the
What about the independent? Tower Hill and Friends.
Automatic berth.
Okay.
Blue Man and the Hell Open. So if the tournament started today, we have a 3-way tie for 8th seed.
Wow.
That's how tight Division 2 is. And the next team after that is within a point.
Yeah, striking distance, absolutely, yeah.
So right now you got Tower Hill right now leads the points.
Coach Roscoe doing a good job.
So they win tonight. They got the 4-5 Dixon. Then they have Wilmington Friends. Tower Hill's in. Addapont, 7-1. They sit number 2, tied with DMA in the seedings. DMA is out of the Diamond State Conference, so they don't get an automatic bid. They have to get in by points. Addapont has Brandywine tonight, and then the 4-5 from Dickinson next week. But they don't control the Flight B champion now because Howard and Glasgow still have to play.
Right.
Milford sitting at 4 right now, 6-2 with Delmar tonight and Lake Forest next week. And you can say Lake Forest, 3-5. That's a big game.
It's a rivalry game. You throw the records out on that. Just
Throw the bell, which we're going to be at next week. We will have next week the battle of the bell for the bell. And then right behind them is Woodbridge at 7-1. So I don't know. I don't think a 7-3 team, maybe at 7-3 Caraval can get in. But right now we're looking at 8-1s and 7-1s and 6-2.
Yeah.
Woodbridge right now sitting at 5. They have Indian River tonight, Delmar next week. Wilmington Friends, of course, they play the 9-game schedule, which throws everything off because it's divided by 9
instead of 10. Exactly.
And they're at 6-1. They're at Morrisville tonight in Pennsylvania, and then Tower Hill, big home. And we've seen that rivalry go awry.
Oh yeah.
When you thought Tower Hill had the team, Friendswood, who beat them at this year.
I mean, you talk about a coaching matchup. That's a great coaching matchup in itself with Coach Wasco from Tower Hill, who I played high school ball with at Sally's. Kevin's a great guy. Knows the game really well. And then the legend, of high school football in the state of Delaware, and Bob Tattersall, who leads the state in victories. That is going to be one big game, especially last week of the season.
Right, and then you go number 7 right now is 7-1 Delmar. They have Milford tonight, Woodbridge next week.
Two big tough games.
I've computed. And, if that happens, I think Delmar has to win out. I think Delmar has to win the Hell Open Conference. Either they can lose a game and win the South, or they have to win out to get an at-large berth. They're getting in as an at-large.
I think they get in by winning both games.
That's the only way they could get in. Yeah.
Say they win tonight and lose to Woodbridge. That's a 3-way tie, and then it comes down to, or a 2-way tie between Woodbridge and Milford.
Right.
Milford beating Woodbridge would get the automatic bid. Right. That's what happened to us in 2008 and how we got an automatic bid.
Tonight. Loses next week.
Right.
A 3-way tie, and it comes down to point differential.
Right.
So you're going to see a team next week put points on the board.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be
scoring early and often.
Taking a knee.
Lose early and often.
You get down to the 3 teams we have knotted up in 8th place. Conrad 6-2. They have Delcastle, then DMA. Conrad can't get in at 7-3.
No.
Howard at 6-2. They have Christiana tomorrow. Glasgow next week. Howard could still win the Blue Hen.
Right.
It could come down. Howard beats Glasgow beats. We got another 3-way tie. I don't know how the Blue Hen figures out.
I don't know.
Differently.
I don't know.
Carabel 5-3. They have Glasgow tonight. Big upstate game in Division 2. Glasgow at Carabel, and then MC's with Capital Christian. Carabel's the only team I see at 7-3 that could get into the division.
Because they play a bunch of Division 1 schools that give them extra bonus points.
And they play a quality schedule.
Yep.
Glasgow, they're 2 points behind, and then when you go in a 9-point, then they're not 2 points behind. They're even closer. They've got Caraval and Howard, 2 big games. They went out. They're in.
Right.
They could win the Flight B. St. Mark's at 5-3, mathematically in. That's about it. I don't see them getting in.
They still have to play Slasianum.
And that was a huge. Not only was it a huge loss, but to just get the doors blown off them by Woodbridge.
Oh yeah.
And that happened early. It was 42-0 at the half.
Yeah, it was bad.
And then Archmere still mathematically in. Wilmington Charter and First State Military Academy. And that's your Division 2 wrap up. Big game here tonight. We may not know till Saturday afternoon. Next week.
Isn't that exciting though?
I love it.
That's what it's all about.
Coaches probably don't like it that much. So they had the meeting Sunday, and then it'll all be decided. And then let's just talk Division 1. Division 1's a little more clear cut. 6 spots, 9 teams still technically mathematically in it. Middletown is the cream of the crop, 8-0. They're going to be the number 1 seed. They have Concord tomorrow, Hodgson next week. I don't see Middletown stubbing their toe on the road to the Blue Hen Championship. And here's a team. You could very well have an at-large team that's the number 2 seed from a conference.
They've played a tough schedule.
7-1. Only loss coming to Smyrna. They have Caesar Rodney today, which is a big one. It's in Caesar Rodney.
Right.
It's Camden, so that's going to be
and that's a rivalry game in itself.
And then you have Indian River next week. So Sussex Central could be a number 2 seed. The number 3 team right now is Hodgson. Who's
first time in Division 1. How about it?
They lost to Sussex Central week 1. They have Apple Climatic tomorrow, and then Middletown at the end of the season. Smyrna sits at number 4. Now Smyrna could find themselves. They could creep up and take the number 2 spot away from Sussex Central.
And they should get the automatic bid.
Right. They already have it. They've wrapped up the Hen Open North. They have a non-conference game tonight with Sally's, and then they have Polytech next week. They own the tiebreaker. Poly has 2 losses in the Hen Open to win to force a tie. So Smyrna is your your Hen Open Conference Northern Division champion, and they could end up being the number 2 seed. And then right now, sitting at number 5, Slasianum at 5-3. Smyrna tonight. St. Mark's next week. Slasianum they're kind of in control of their own destiny. A loss tonight to Smyrna,
it could make it tough.
Still get in. They could be a 6-14 that gets in. Caesar Rodney, 5-3. They have Sussex Central tonight, Dover next week, and that's a big rivalry. And again, same thing as Tower Hill Friends. It could go either side.
Absolutely.
really, all Caesar Rodney has to do is mirror William Penn right now. William Penn wins, CR has to win.
Right.
William Penn loses, CR can afford a loss.
Right. William Penn's the team that could knock them out.
Right. I don't see Concord being able to score enough. They've only got a 9-game set. Of course, Division I.
And they have Middletown, and I don't know if they can score enough points against Middletown.
Right. And then Polytech still mathematically in with Tech Knight and Smyrna. I think your 6 spots going to go between Caesar Rodney and William Penn. So those are your breakdowns of Division I and Division II, folks, the tournament points. And we're going to take a quick commercial time out, and we're going to be back with some more pregame show. It's going to be a long pregame show, folks, because we got a 7:30 start at 7. So, folks, we'll be right back.
Right here on the Culinary Coast in Southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Showdown, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck, right here on the Culinary Coast in Southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you.
Plate Catering, the catering division of Sodell Concepts, where we're doing beautiful, simple foods for you. We can accommodate intimate affairs or larger parties anywhere from 1 to 800. We can go anywhere in a 50-mile radius of our location, be it on the beach, in your home, on a farm, at any venue, including the Indian River Life Saving Station, which you'll see later in our clip. You can choose from a pre-designed, chef-driven menu where we keep only the freshest and most local ingredients in mind, or we can customize a menu to your liking.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Delmar. Folks, due to the unforeseen delay, the 7:30 kickoff. Grandparents, here you go. Here's your moment.
It's a good one.
For high school marching band.
I saw it a couple weeks ago. It's a good one.
Drum major Melina Hudson, is your band ready to take the field?
Welcome back to Delmar High School, Francis E. Nunbar Stadium. Denny Mitchell here with Sean Brennan on our extended Sodell Concept pre-game show. As we found out at around 10 minutes to 7 that we had a 7:30 start time.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. No one was leaving the field. Everyone was still working. And
apparently the refs don't know because
they showed up with 10 of just like you normally do. And then,
well, Sean, let's talk about some other games of interest. And there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
We'll start off Friday night games here. Going on right now with the 7 o'clock kickoff. 2-6 Dover, 2-6 Capel Open. Could be a shootout at the beach. Dover can put points on the board. Can their defense keep Cape out of the end zone?
And Cape's defense can't stop anybody. So
they can't now.
That's a battle of the basement there, right? I mean,
they are fighting for that last spot. The loser takes it. It's been a tough year. Bill Pollock's last year, 42 years of coaching.
Yeah, I feel bad for Coach Pollock. Great guy, and to go out that way is very humbling.
Sussex Tech 3-5. Poly Tech 5-3. Sean, I said my picks. I expect after week 10 these two teams to be both at 500. I see Sussex Tech probably taking this game a little more balanced and they can spread. I've seen that Poly has a little trouble when you spread the ball out.
Poly's played good defense though this year.
Until last week.
Yeah, and so. Tech's been up and down so much offensively. That game could be close. That could be close.
Could be close.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's talk about Laurel 3-5, Lake Forest 3-5. This one's in Felton. Again, same thing. Lake Forest runs that wishbone pretty well. That double wing, they run that option.
They just make so many mistakes offensively.
And my prediction said if their defense can play their best game of the year.
I mean, they have athletes. The Spartans have athletes all over the field. They just make so many.
The problem is Cape and Lopen is their offense they're a 21-point team, one-game team.
Yeah, they need a big output tonight because Lake Forest got some kids can take it to the house. So
over in Green, the suburbs of Greenwood. Indian River 1-7 takes on the 7-1 Woodbridge Blue Raiders, and Woodbridge woke up last night.
Yes, they did.
Big time woke up, and I had them beating St. Mark's. I didn't have them beating up St. Mark's, and that's what they did.
And St. Mark's didn't travel well, did they? I don't think they ever left Newark. I mean, that was ugly at halftime. Woodbridge, they got upset at Milford during Milford's homecoming, and then first half kind of went through the motions the week after that. So it looks like they've kind of righted the ship, and they're playing with a little more passion. And that's what we had talked about. Remember, after that Woodbridge game.
I even noticed their fans weren't.
No.
They were satisfied with the 18-0.
The cowbells drowned it out all the roar. I mean, it was bad. It was bad.
Let's move upstate. 4-4 Brandywine against 7-1 out of Pont. This has a little rivalry to it back in the day, not so much anymore. With Newcastle County's all over the place.
Saturday runs away with that game.
Yeah, wins that game. But Brandywine, they do throw the ball.
If that game was at Brandywine, which is a Saturday morning game, I would say they would have an advantage there. Playing a Friday night game at AI, that stadium gets loud.
Now, other than us, here's the three next biggest games of the weekend, and they are big games. Glasgow 6-2, Carabel 5-3. Glasgow wins, they command Carabel's shot at the state tournament.
Yeah, I mean
Glasgow, I think, is in a must-win here on out.
Well, we talked about that. The loser of that could be on the outside looking in.
Smyrna 6-2, Salesianum 5-3. Salesianum, they got one foot in the grave, one on the banana peel. I think they're going to get in. I think they can get in at 6-4. They need to get some success going.
I don't know if the Sal's have it on defense to stop, Will Knight and the Smyrna Eagles. I don't think that's possible.
Sussex Central travels to Caesar Rodney. The Golden Knights are 7-1. Caesar Rodney 5-3. We were talking about this outside.
We were.
Caesar Rodney, both teams are playing good defense. Caesar Rodney right now is just playing lights out defense. Their defense is outscoring the offense right now, and it's not quarterback exchange problems. It's not snaps from the center. It's taking the ball.
Yeah, they're taking it away. Yeah.
And
one pops up, the other strips, and then they're off to the races.
And a couple picks.
You can't count Coach Wells out there.
I took Sussex Central. I took Sussex Central 14-10.
Yeah. You know what? Both teams do play really good defense. I told you 28-14. I think the Knights run away with it.
And then tomorrow, some not so exciting, but some big games. Middletown 8-0 versus Concord 4-4. Concord only playing 9 games this year. Appoquinimink 3-5 against Hodgson at 7-1. A big game because this is huge for William Penn. 3-5 St. George's at 4-4 William Penn. St. George's
tough place to go play a Saturday afternoon game at Bill Cole Stadium. I don't know if St. George's has enough horses to knock off the Colonials at home.
All right, Sean, it's time for Gators, X's, and O's. Sean, let's talk a little bit about what does Milford have to do to win this game tonight.
Well, Friday night at Delmar, this place will be rocking and roaring. And it got blocked behind the clouds, so the Bucks got to get Bowman going early. Okay, he needs to set the tone for that Milford offense. Get him going early. They got to score early so that they feel good about themselves. Next, they can't allow this offense that has been balanced with play-action passing and big runs. No big plays over 20 yards. We talked about the Delmar offense. 71% of their scoring plays are over 20 yards, so they can't allow that tonight at all. And win the turnover battle. Milford has had problems in games this year with turning the ball over, whether it be in the red zone, whether it be in a bunch of different places. So they have to win the turnover battle tonight.
Yeah, folks, we're going to cut away from the national.
Take a moment to honor Miss Sherry Brown Braddock, a 1981 graduate who lost her battle with leukemia October the 23rd, 2017. Sherry is the mother of 3 sons, Jared Can, Jonathan Braddock, Joseph Braddock, all from Dover, Delaware. Sherry has many family members and friends in Delmar, and we ask that that you honor her with a brief moment of silence and keep the family in your thoughts and prayers. You will be missed, Miss Sherry. Thank you. Will you please remain standing as the Delmar Wildcat Marching Band presents our national anthem. All right, here we go.
Zone, you're giving your opportunities to win the ball game. Be balanced on offense, right? We saw, well, at least I did. I saw Woodbridge play Milford, and they really made them one-dimensional. They took away that passing game, and when they became one-dimensional, then it was just pin your ears back and stop the running game. So I think Delmar tonight got to use some play-action passes where they can catch those linebackers and corners looking in the backfield to stop the run. So be balanced on offense, and again, just like Delmar does, Milford scores a bunch of touchdowns on long runs, 50 and 60-yarders, so no big plays over 20 yards. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the Gators' X's and O's, keys to victory tonight.
Folks, at the end of tonight's game, myself, Sean, Trey, and Dave will pick a Louis Pizza player of the game. And Sean, the way things have been going as of late, a lot of defensive guys.
Yeah.
A lot of defensive guys have been picking up the award.
So we might have to track the tackles tonight, huh?
We will, absolutely.
See who it comes down to.
And then we will also have our Barclay Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard. Barclay Heating and Air out of Smyrna, Delaware. They will sponsor our out-of-town scoreboard. And Sean,
it's so much time. I love this.
For the Green Bay Turf Report, the Green Bay Irrigation Turf Report. Go ahead.
All right, 67 degrees here in Delmar. This is so awesome. I just love this part. It's mostly cloudy outside. The moon actually went behind the clouds. It's 86% humidity. There's an east-southeast wind at 1 mile an hour, so I don't think the wind's going to be too much of a factor tonight. Feels like 67 outside. Barometric pressure holding at 30 and steady. Visibility 10 miles an hour. The field, a little slow.
Very slow.
Yeah, we went out there.
A ton of rain on Sunday.
Yes, we did. Still a little mushy in spots.
Like I said, where I had that surgery on my ankle, I could feel the stress. That was 3 years ago, and I could feel the stress in my ankle and the nerves and the muscles trying to walk across the field. So this might be a grind it out kind of a game, or put the ball in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, folks, we were awaiting the two teams to come out and get this 7:30 kickoff going. We're 5 minutes away from kickoff.
Cats are going to run through the sign.
Cats and the Bucks. Milford Buccaneers. And
did you run through the sign?
Yeah.
Did you? You didn't fall or anything, did you?
I was a big guy. So
yeah. I wasn't holding you back. Yeah. You always, you never want to be that guy that trips on the sign.
How fast do you think this cheerleader is with that Wildcat flag's going out with?
She's pretty fast.
If UD can run away from the Delaware football team, I think she can run away from the Delaware football team. It's got to be hard to run those big feet.
Yeah.
You're not this young lady here.
I know what you're saying.
And there come the Milford Buccaneers as the captains go out to midfield for the
Here they come.
Crowd is starting to fill in here at Delmar. I'll tell you, Sean, if it's the
Hey, they're standing around the fence, Benny.
it's the 80s and the 90s Delmar crowd, it could get hostile.
Yeah, we talked about this in our meeting this week. There could be 2,000 people here.
They broke the slide, jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Come the Wildcats. Delmar, all blue tonight. They usually wear that orange jersey, right? They're going all blue tonight. Royal blue helmets, royal blue jerseys and pants. Milford in the white jerseys, burgundy pants. I'm sorry, maroon pants and maroon helmets. They do not wear burgundy.
No.
In Delmar, I've been corrected on that.
Only in DC do they wear burgundy.
Right.
We wear maroon.
So we're waiting for the opening kickoff, or for the toss to see who's going to take the opening kickoff. And you're looking out there right now, Sean. I talked about this Parker kid, Brooks Parker. He's a specimen. Yeah, if I'm playing to make my own player on a Nintendo, I'm making
6'2".
Yeah, I'm making that
200. There you go.
Milford will receive the ball.
Milford's going to take the ball, so we're going to see David Bowman right off the bat. There you see our man, Ben Fulton. He's here for the big game. 302 Sports photographer.
There it is.
Folks, you can go to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our Twitter page, 302 Sports, and check out some of Ben Fulton's photographs. He has some great action shots.
Hey, you keep talking about Parker's size. He runs a 4.6 40.
He's an athlete.
He gets in that open field, Benny. He can take it to the house.
Sorry, Sean, I had to walk away and get my stat pen.
That's all right. You left me here all alone.
Double duty up here some nights. But that's what we do for high school football. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Delmar Wildcats and the Milford Buccaneers. Kickoff just a moment away. Thank you for joining us here on 302 Sports. Back deep, David Bowman, number 3, and number 19. And I don't have a number 19 on the Milford roster.
That must be the away jersey.
On the kick for the Wildcats, looks like number 11, Braxton Stevenson, and he's going to kick it to the guy we don't know. Hit spins, got some running room up the middle. And he could be dropped down from behind at about the 38-yard line, so glad he didn't score a touchdown because I didn't know what to call him.
Well, that spin move really set up the return. Did you see that? Once he spun, he was able to get those shoulders square. There was a huge hole in the middle of the field. Guys just left their lane.
Braxton Stevenson and Eric Bennett. Milford starts first and 10 from the Delmar 38.
First and 10 for the Bucs at the Delmar 38-yard line. They go to shotgun formation, hand off to Bowman up the middle, takes it inside the 35 to about the 31-yard line. Coming up a second down for the Bucs.
Yeah, just a straight dive play. Bowman straight up the middle. Did you see that push? That was a good way to get started.
Second and 3 for Milford. Pistol formation with Bowman as the deep back. Hand off to Bowman, cuts out to the left, and looks like he may have enough. He does have enough for a first down. Tackle made by number 12, Tayshawn Denard. So Milford, something they couldn't do against Laurel was run between the tackles. 2 great plays right off the bat.
Yeah, well, they're spreading them out too. If you notice, there was a trip to this far side here, trying to walk some guys out of the box.
First and 10 for the Bucs at the 26-yard line. Hand off to Bowman up the middle, and this time he's going to be maybe a yard, maybe 2 on the play. As the Bucks stops that one again. Denard on the tackle.
But Bowman did a good job, just falling forward that time, because they had him stopped at the line of scrimmage, but him falling forward was able to give him 2 yards on the carry. And this is a nice little drive the Bucks have going on, set up by that return to start the game.
The guy we didn't know.
Yep.
Let's see if we can get a number on him, number 19. I have an 18, which is Brandon Jones, and who it might be. Pistol formation again. Tyrone Matthews in the backfield quarterback. Hand off to Bowman. Bowman's got a little bit of running room, but he runs into the back of his own man. Just maybe a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, not much where to go that time. What I noticed is those backers sitting, trying to keep Bowman in front of him, and not blitzing gaps and running by and letting him run free. Understanding where the sticks are and just keeping everything in front. It's a big 3rd down already.
Hand off to Bowman again. This time, it's maybe a yard call, 4th, maybe a second. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 4 for the Bucks.
Covington again.
That was a good run blitz that time. Did you see how the ends came crashing hard?
4th and, call it 3 for Milford.
That's a big down.
Yes, it is. Stay in the pistol with a wing to the left. And we'll say he's back to pass. Goes look to the left, looks downfield. That's going to be intercepted. Dante Trader, the freshman. There's a flag on the run back. Trader's got to move up to about the 24-yard line. Big play there, Sean.
You can't turn the ball over. We just said win the battle over turnovers. You're driving in the red zone. You need touchdowns, not turnovers.
So big, right down there. It was about the 2-yard line. I think he intercepted that, Sean. There was a flag on the return, but it was way far away from the return.
Yeah, I couldn't see. We got that big piece of paneling right in the way.
No, you do. I got 2 big ones.
I tried to lean forward. I think I might have to go outside.
I'm gonna miss you. I don't know if you're got enough cord there.
You're blocking the back against Delmar.
There was a block in the back against Delmar.
Delmar takes over 1st and 10. From their own 4.5.
So Delmar takes over 1st and 10 at their own 4.5-yard line. Moster coming to the near side. It's going to be a handoff to Parker, and he's going to get a gain of about 2 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 8. Tackle made by Bowman and number 33, that looked like. And I don't have that either. So.
When we talked about Bowman offensively and his stats, I told you when we were standing outside watching the band, he actually leads the team in tackles as well. 55 solo tackles from his safety position.
Well, they're playing up close there because they're down near the goal line. So a lot of times when your safety's making that many tackles, it can be an issue. I gave him a gain of 5 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 5, and that's going to be number 33. Greg Parsons on the carry. 1st down out to about the 34-yard line.
There was no one in C-gap that time. No one at all. And once he got through the line of scrimmage, there was no second level.
Right.
That was a touchdown saving tackle.
1st and 10.
Delmar now on a little drive of their own.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And folks, we got the scoreboard up and running. Bring it to the screen here in a minute. Just when everything was going so good, Sean.
Too much time on our hands, I guess.
Exactly. Literally what it was. And
let's go trap.
Denard on the carry out to about the 37-yard line.
Denard on the carry.
So that time Delmar tried to run a little guard trap in the C-gap that time, and Milford did a good job of squeezing it. There wasn't much of a hole there.
They've not had a lot of time, or not gotten to see this Von Arx throw much. They haven't had to.
No.
threw a little bit against
He throws enough to keep you honest.
Yeah, he threw a little bit against Law last week and threw well.
And he's gotten better as the week goes. And I know in talking to Tim Fisher, defensive coordinator for Milford, he was worried about that play-action pass.
And now Marks is going to roll out to the left, looks down, has a man open. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, he undershot it.
Trey Parsons, the intended receiver.
That's a tough throw, too. Rolling out to your left, trying to get your shoulder square to throw that flag route, and it just happened to be a little underthrown. Set your feet instead of throwing that throw on the run. Set your feet and make a good throw because he was wide open. So a big third down here for the Bucks.
Third and call it 7 for the Bucks. Excuse me, for the Wildcats. Big interception by number 6, the freshman Dante Trader, as Milford was driving down the field and driving very well.
Yeah, they were deep.
And Delmar's going to take a timeout. And folks, we're going to take one with them. With 6:52 to go here in the first quarter, Delmar 0, Milford 0. We'll be right back.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
And welcome back to Delmar, folks. Benny Mitchell with Sean Brennan. Sean, we got the full crew here tonight. Trey Mitchell on the camera. Got Dave Marvel doing our stats. Welcome him back after a week off. Nick Halliday producing out in Wilmington, actually producing from Baynard Stadium.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
He's at the Sal's game?
Yeah. And then at home with our scores, our out-of-town scoreboard, our Lewis producer, Kristen Mitchell, keeping us up to date with some scores. A lot of 7:30 starts, so we'll be a while getting those scores going. Third and 7 for the Wildcats. And it's going to be up the middle with number 32, Carson Phillips.
He looks to be short.
Maybe 3 yards, so they're going to be short
Down to number 12,
of the first down.
Both teams over on third down.
3.5 Delmar. Somebody's going to punt. Back to punt for Delmar. Number 80 goes Ryan Nelson.
So the Bucks D come up big there that time.
Nice snap. And the punt's going to be
great punt.
Great high spot.
Wow.
Coverage on it.
Great punt.
And it's going to take a Delmar bounce out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So 6:08 to play. Milford gets their second crack at the offense.
That was an interesting drive there. Saw a bunch of different things from.
I think number 19 is Brandon Jones. They have him 18 on the roster.
On the roster.
Brandon Jones.
The Delmar with a really good drive that time.
Yeah.
And it just fell 2 yards short of executing. Really showed a lot of balance. I like the rollout pass.
The Bucks back in that pistol formation. That's big hit.
Nowhere to go.
32. Parsons Phillips with a huge hit.
That was big time.
I'm not sure. Somebody stood him up.
Yeah.
And then he took him out.
There was nowhere to go on that toss.
No.
Milford tried to, and that could be a tip that the defense saw, really spread out wide that time. To the point where the secondary didn't even respect the splits of the receivers at all.
Now I have the corner here, Sean.
I got it. Gotta watch it on TV.
And 10.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah. And this was the issue they had at Laurel.
Yep.
Inability to run between the tackles.
And they had it early at Woodbridge as well. And then as the game went on, they found some different blocking schemes that they were able to get it going. Brooks Parker had a nice play that last play. You know, not only does he do it on offense, he gets it done on defense too.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 8. for the Buccaneers. And not really a position they want to be in right now.
No.
Pistol formation, takes a snap. And looks over the middle. He's got a man open. That's number 6.
And I think he's going to be short.
Correction, number 5, Gage Coates, sophomore. He's right at the first down marker.
On the tackle.
At least the referee is.
It's just enough for the police.
Wow. Didn't even measure it. Milford 1 for 2 on third down so far. That was knowing exactly where the sticks were and just curl right up there.
Yep. That's your tight end coming across there, Gage Coates. First and 10. Coates transferred from Lake Forest. He played Lake Forest last year, sophomore, for the Milford Bucks. And that's Bowman up the middle. And case on number 32, Carson Phillips from Greenwood. That's 2 big hits he put on Bowman. You know, I don't care who you are. How many of those can you take in the course of a game? I couldn't take 2 like that.
Not of those. That's for sure.
I mean,
and Parker was there too, again, cleaning it up. Those two are having a stellar game right now. But again, if you look, those linebackers are doing a good job of keeping Bowman in front of them.
And it's taking away their pass rush, but they're more worried about Bowman. That's going to be Bowman again.
Nowhere.
And that was number 12.
And again, Phillips.
Again, number 32, Phillips.
Phillips came ready to play tonight.
I didn't even have him on the radar as one of the guys to watch.
He knows what's at stake here tonight for this Wildcat defense.
36.
3:15 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and 6 for the Bucks. Pistol formation. And a little bit of a bunch there to the right, Sean. Tight bunch.
The Pittsburgh Steelers action.
That's going to be a penalty on second penalty of the game. That one on the Bucks.
Yeah, outcoached yourself. You went on 2 that time, and now you're in a 3rd and forever.
Right.
And you're not a throwing team. It's not where you want to be. Your kids have to be disciplined.
So that's a ball start on the Buccaneers. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Their forte is not throwing the football.
No, we've seen that already. He's 1 for 2, and 1 was an interception.
Mm-hmm. Well, really, he's 2 for 2 then, because he's completed 2 passes. Just threw it to the wrong guy.
I was about throwing it to him. That guy just came in front. Said, I'll take this.
And is that a Delmar name or what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And takes a snap, and we're going to have another whistle on the play. That's no flag, but a whistle. Timeout for the Bucks. So, folks, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back with more first quarter action. 0-0 here in Delmar.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
And welcome back to Delmar, folks. Francis E. Dunbar Stadium here in Delmar, Delaware. And we're on the Delaware side of the Delmar town that splits 2 states.
They're right down the middle of like Main Street, right?
Right, the road takes you right to Old Mill Crab House.
Great place to eat.
So 3rd and 10 for the Bucks. Motion coming to the near side out of that bunch. And he takes a snap, rolls to the right, and looks like he's looking to run it. And he's going to be hit by number 34, Brooks Parker. Big stop by Parker.
Late flag.
And a late flag.
Late flag on that side, on the far sideline. Parker and Phillips having just a stellar game right now.
And Delmar's kids are showing like that penalty might be on them by a late hit there on the line.
Or it could have drove him out of bounds after the whistle was blown.
I I've always thought that's a tough penalty there.
It is when it's along the sidelines like that.
Yep. You're taught to hit until they go to the ground and tackle until they go to the ground.
Wow.
That's against Milford, so.
That's going to give this Delmar offense great field position.
I take the penalty because Milford hasn't shown they can throw the ball yet.
No.
And that's what's going to happen. Well, it's dead ball foul anyways.
I mean, that's just...
Gain of 1 on the play. 4th and 9.
1 for 3 on 3rd down. Delmar winning the money down.
So back to punt is 22, Gaglione. Jonathan Gaglione. And back deep is number 32, Parsons. Gets a good snap.
Almost blocked.
I think he may have blocked it, Sean. That's going to be picked up off the bounce.
There's your first score right there on special teams. I'll tell you what, special teams has killed this Bucks team all year. Kickoff returns, punt returns, and here are the Wildcats getting on the board.
He picked it up about the 38-yard line or so?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like right by the sticks.
He must have gotten a little bit of that, Sean. There was a shoe on the ground. I don't know who that belongs to. Maybe the punter.
Well, there was a lot of pressure. That punt just took forever.
On the kick is Stevenson, number 11. Good snap.
That's good.
It's good. Delmar leads 7-0, folks. We'll be right back to more Helena Conference Friday night game of the week.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2000.
Welcome back to Delmar, folks. Benny Mitchell with Sean Brennan on 302 Sports. And Delmar, looked like they may have blocked the punt. At least got a piece of it.
It took forever to develop.
32, Carson Phillips, a senior. 6'1", 220, picked it up. Beautiful bounce.
Wow, and then the Milford kids just stop.
Right. Then breaks the tackle.
Yeah.
And takes it to the house.
Yeah, I mean, you got to hustle down and prevent the ball from rolling around and everything else. You can't just stop.
Right.
And they just all seem to stop. You know, hats off to the Delmar.
Phillips has come to play today, Sean Brennan. We talked about it.
Oh, there's no doubt. He has set the tone. Him and Parker both.
And Stevenson on the kick. Kicks it hard down the middle. It's going to be taken by, looks like that's going to be Jones. And he's going to be on the side. He just steps out of bounds. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Milford Buccaneers at their own 37-yard line. So I think Milford, it might be early. I think Milford has to answer.
Oh, they have to. This is what we talked about in the X's and O's segment about Delmar, starting early, getting it going early. And they're doing it. And you look right now, they're flying around on defense. They're flying around on special teams. Right now, they're hungry. They want to win this Henlopen Conference title.
Nothing is more fierce than a hungry cat. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers. Staying in the pistol. Slot to the left side. Hand off to Bowman. Just not a lot there between the tackles. He's going to fall forward for about 2 on the play.
Right now, they're just steady running downhill, trying to run between these tackles. They're going to have to come up with some misdirection plays, some counter plays to get this running game going, because right now, these linebackers for Delmar are just, they're hungry.
2 scores in our Barkley Heating and Air Out-of-Town scoreboard. Out of Pont, 3. Brandywine, 0. Smyrna, 6. Slazy-Annam, 0. 1st and 10 for the Bucks. Handover 2nd and 8 for the Bucks. Bowman. And he's going to take a loss on this one, Sean. It's going to bring up a 3rd. And maybe lost 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, I mean, they're just, again, it's the same thing. That time they come out in doubles. Again, you're still running downhill, so you're not giving those linebackers anything to look at other than David Bowman running at you.
Delmar's not really respecting the spread either.
No, not at all. You can just tell by the secondary alignment, they're not worried about them throwing the football at all. And here you go. This could be another run blitz coming.
And it's going to be a toss to Bowman.
And it was. There you go. Another run blitz. That's number 88 that time.
Zach Covington, sophomore.
Yeah, he just came on the third down run blitz. And now, Milford getting eaten up on third down. They're 1 for 4 on third down. And 0 for 1 on fourth down.
If they're going to pass, they're going to have to start. They're going to have to take baby steps. They hit that little one over the middle. Let's start hitting some quick outs. Something to loosen up. Right now, the defense tight.
Yep.
And folks, we're going to take a timeout to end of the first quarter. Delmar 7, Milford 0. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Delmar, folks. Benny Mitchell with Sean Brennan here on 302 Sports. And Milford back to punt.
See if they made any corrections on their punt. High snap again.
He's going to get this one off end over end. And it's going to take a Delmar bounce, come back, and it's going to be down. So Delmar's going to take over first and 10 at their own 36, 37-yard line.
Delmar touched the ball one time in that first quarter there, one series. That was it.
Right. And then took the ball back on the punt return.
I mean, if they're scripting plays, they still have the whole script to go through yet.
Yeah, you're right. First and 10 for the Wildcats at their own, we're called the 37-yard line.
And we haven't seen double dive yet either, and that's a staple of their offense.
They want it over here in the press box. They've been calling for it all night. That's going to be Brooks Parker. Ball around. And the Bucks have it. Number 28, Bryce. A big turnover.
Well,
for the Buccaneers. They have life.
They're even up now in the turnover battle.
First and 10. Buccaneers from the Delmar.
But I'll be honest, Penny, they don't start doing some screens, some draws, some misdirection things. You start giving Price some carries too. It's going to be a long night for this Buccaneer offense. Because, like I said, everything downhill. These backers are just sitting and waiting for David Bowman.
Parabel leads Glasgow 7-0 first quarter. First and 10 for the Bucks, and now the quarterback's going up under center. And it's going to be sweep with Price, and he's got some running room off the right side, down inside the 30. And he'll have enough for a first down.
And there you go. That's exactly what we were talking about. That's one way to use some misdirection is run a little speed sweep there. You know, they tried to run sweep earlier with Bowman, and that Delmar defense was all over that. So you got to find some different ways, you know, to get him the ball. But Price is a little gimpy right now. He came up a little lame on that. He's limping pretty good.
First and 10 for the Bucks. This time it's going to be up the middle, number 21, Jordan Waters. He's going to pick up about, call it 4 on the play, bring up a second and 6.
And that time they brought Bowman in motion,
6 on the play.
They ran the fullback, yeah. So good adjustments that they're making so far, but they got to score a touchdown here. They have to answer, Benny. They can't.
I agree. They got a big break, so you got to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Second and call it 5 for the Buccaneers. Going to be Bowman on the speed. Sweep, and here's...
Go away.
Oh,
Nowhere to go.
Number 2, Christian Layton, just came flying up on the edge.
He was locked on Bowman right from the get-go and filled the, we call that fill in the alley?
Right. No gain on the play. Third and maybe a gain of 1. We're going to go 3rd and
excellent tackle. Now here's where they've had success all night as a defense, winning the money down.
Right, 3rd and 4 for the Buccaneers.
We talked a lot about this Delmar offense. I'll tell you what, this defense can get after you.
Yes, they can. And up the middle or up the right side, that's going to be number 21, Waters.
And he's going to be short.
Yard short, Sean.
Yeah, he's short.
Imagine, Coach, if it's a yard or something, it's going to be about 2 yards. It's probably going to go for it here. I don't know if Gagnon has this kind of range.
Yeah, I think you got to go for it at this point.
We'll bring up a 4th and 2. See if Delmar dials up another run blitz here.
I would.
Big 4th down for the Buccaneers. Matthews goes under center. Deep motion with Price up the middle. He's got enough for the first down. That's going to be a first down Buccaneers. Waters on the carry.
Yeah, at this point you have to start getting some of these other kids carries, and you can see now it's starting to give this Delmar defense a little bit of a fits, and they're going to have to go back and make some adjustments.
So first down ball at the, call it the 15 or 14, in the red zone for the first time or second time are the Buccaneers. They trail 7-0. Second quarter. And it's going to be a handoff again to Waters. This time he's just stuffed up the middle.
Went to the well too many times.
Right.
And James.
So bring up a second down. Looks like no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for Milford.
No gain. 2nd and 10, Milford.
Toledo was getting up slow on that last play. Lineman for the Bucks.
Speed sweep again with Price. This one slipped out, Sean. That's our man, 32 Phillips. What a game.
Yeah. Right now, he's looking like the Louis Pizza guy.
Early.
But, you know, they were calling that play out as soon as motion started going. Trey Parsons, who made that great tackle earlier on the speed sweep, was calling it out as soon as motion started going. They're just dialed in on this offense.
And 9 for the Bucks.
They're dialed in. Big 3rd down again.
Matthews under center. And Price comes in a deep motion this time. It's going to be a toss. Bowman drops the ball. Going to be able to get it back. Looks like you hit him in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Back shoulder.
About 7 on the play.
You just outcoached yourself out of a drive.
Right.
You know, you hate to see that.
Well, what we saw there on that was there was the delay on Price going on motion, which put them in the same spot.
Yeah, I think, you know, back in the day when I was dialing up plays, that's when I called the timeout right away. You could just tell they didn't know what was going on.
Gagnon on the try a 39-yard field goal. Good snap, good hold. He kicks up. That's good. 39-yard field goal by number 22, Jonathan Gagnon, and the Bucks are on the board. And folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout, and we'll be right back with more first half action in Delmar.
As a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began.
Welcome back to Delmar High School, folks. Benny Mitchell with Sean Brennan here. Second quarter action. The Bucks get on the board with a 39-yard field goal by Jonathan Gaglin. And I tell you, Sean, we talked about it. It took a long time for that ball. It looked like it
it did. I thought it was short, too.
About an inch over the bar, but he got it. It's good. And the Bucks are on the scoreboard 7-3.
It might have been less than an inch. I'll tell you what, it did. It looked short.
And Gaglin kicks it on the ground. It's going to be taken by number 33, Trey Parsons. And he's going to take it out across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Good form tackle by Bowman that time.
Delmar takes over first and 10 from the road, 41.
Sean, you talked about how many tackles Bowman makes. And we've seen the hits he's taken here tonight. And then you talk about spreading the ball around, which I think is going to be important because he can't take all those hits and make all those tackles and be at 100% in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, he works out constantly, and knowing because of what the responsibilities he has.
Power eye for the Buccaneers, and Von Arx rolls out to the right, and looking to tuck and run and throws it away. They may have hit Parker.
That is a smart play by a sophomore quarterback. You know, everything was well covered down the field. Don't
take off and run. He had a block there on the edge, but he waited, was still waiting for somebody.
Well, his eyes are down the field. He wants to make that throw. But you know what? A smart play because better to be 2nd and 10 than 2nd and 15.
Or they have the ball.
Right. Trying to force a ball in a window, all those kinds of things. You know, that's a smart play by a young quarterback.
Absolutely.
Very impressive. Very, very impressive. No, he was not. No, he was not. And each week has improved and improved.
2nd and 10, he was a starter on the defense. He plays offense. I was talking to the defensive coordinator, Sarah Harmon, about it earlier this week. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. This time, oh no! Second guy through. Here's a double dive.
Double dive.
Hard. And they got out of bounds inside the 40. They've been calling for it in the press box on
double dive. Staple of the Delmar offense. Coach Hearn been running that play for years. Double dive. And they do such a great job with the play action of just giving a good belly ride to the fullback. Yeah. And then they pull it out right at the last second. Excellent play call. I thought they were going to run that last series.
1st and 10 at the Milford 37-yard line. Shotgun formation. We said Delmar will show you a lot of looks. And there's going to be the fake on the sweep. Got a man open, and it's going to be overthrown off the fingertips of number 32, Carson Phillips. Dude, Carson Phillips catches that ball and turns up. He's already player of the game. That one goes off his fingertips.
Well, you know, I said it earlier. He's got to set his feet.
Right.
Okay. Once he gets out of the pocket, there was no pressure there. Set your feet. Let that play develop a little bit. They had a potential big game play right there.
2nd and 10 for the Bucks. For the Wildcats. They're at the Milford 37-yard line. They lead 7-3 with 6:41 to play here in the first half. And it's going to be a handoff.
Guard trap.
To number 32, Carson Phillips. Pickup of, call it about 7 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 3.
That's a good second down play right there, you know. Little guard trap, get yourself some manageable offense. Here, you know, your 3rd and medium, your whole playbook's wide open. I know what I'd call. Double dive.
Yeah. Well, if you can read his sign, that's the formation, I'm sure of it. I haven't picked up any signals yet. 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats.
Dang,
blitz on the line.
That time you almost said Blue Raiders.
I'm getting my Hamilton South teams on.
You are.
I formation. It's going to be quarterback sneak. Von Arx.
He might have it.
Close to the first down.
He might have it.
Well, then, number 42, Rodney Robinson.
First down, Wildcats.
Yep.
You hear this Delmar crowd starting to get into it, Sean. I was wondering coming in, how would Milford handle this Delmar crowd? And they're starting to get loud.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And he's going to fake the belly. Goes out there to Phillips. And
nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Who was that on that tackle? That's Bowman on the tackle.
Bowman had death grip that time.
He did. He wasn't getting away.
No, he was not.
He had a loss on the play, too. Yeah, loss of...
about 2?
Yeah, loss of 2 on the play. Second draw. Delmar's been good on second down, though, so far this game.
Now he moves down marker again. Might be a yard and a half.
2 yards. Whatever.
Wow, look at this. Look at this split down here. Guy on the bottom of the numbers, not even the top.
Shotgun. And quarterback keeper.
Bowman on the tackle again.
Along with number 74. Anthony Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz and Bowman did a really good job that time of staying home on the backside, not going with the ball fake at all.
And McGann 3 on the play, 3rd and 9.
Tell you what though, that split down here, he is literally one-on-one. You know, you could get the old basketball jump ball.
Trips to the left side, Sean.
Yeah, it's the Gator formation. Gator colors, Gator formation. Coach Berrier dialing him up.
Under pressure, and he's going to be hit and sacked by number 42, Rodney Robinson. We talked about the big hits. Delmar was great. That was a huge hit right there by Robinson.
And he's a big boy.
Right.
He's a big boy. He ran through the quarterback that time. So
220-pounder.
Delmar 1 for 3 now on 3rd down.
Right, 4th and 15 for the Wildcats. Haven't seen Parker on this series.
No. I'm telling you, defense now, screener draw, right?
Right, absolutely.
Screener draw.
3:30 to go in, and we're going to get a Delmar timeout. And folks, we're going to take one with them. We'll be right back with your score. Delmar 7, Milford 3. And we're back, folks. 4th and 15 for the Wildcats. Coming off the timeout by Coach Dave Hearn.
I don't know if Delmar was set that time.
And he's looking at the safe shot. Denard cuts back inside. Down inside the 5. Still at the 5-yard line. First down.
Big play. Big play.
He zipped that ball out there, Sean.
Eric Bennett had him one-on-one, missed the tackle. You got to make that tackle. It's 4th down. Delmar 1 for 1 now on 4th down.
1st and goal. Looks like the ball's at the 5-yard lines for the Wildcats. I formation with Parker and Denard. And it's going to be option to Denard. Touchdown, 5-yard run. Delmar stays in the lead, increases a little bit, 13-3, Sean.
Well, that's how you answer a field goal, with touchdowns.
Right.
You know, again, X's and O's. Number 1, score touchdowns in the red zone. Okay? 2 for 2.
All right. On the kick is Stevenson. Good snap, good hold. Kicks up. It's good. So, folks, we're going to take a timeout with 2:57 left to play in the game, in the first half. Delmar 14, Milford 3.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Sodal Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Sodal Concepts on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
And welcome back, folks. Delmar be kicking off. They lead 14-3.
Stevenson to kick it off for Delmar.
Here in the second quarter.
32, Carson Cooks.
If you're the Bucks here, you got to answer.
Phillips is kicking off. Had been Stevenson. Now you got Phillips coming in to kick it off. So interesting. Yeah. Oh, wow. Kicks it deep.
Now you know why he kicked
Ball's
it.
going to go through the end zone. Wow. This kid's an athlete.
We don't see many of those.
No.
Not in Delaware.
And that's no wind.
No wind. 1 mile an hour. East, southeast.
Couple up Barkley Heating Air out-of-town scoreboard scores. We only have 3 in. Wilmington Friends is all over Morrisville, 35-0. Smyrna still 6-0 over Louisiana. Brandywine now, Adapon now 10-0 over Brandywine.
Smyrna over who?
Salesiana.
Oh. You were struggling. I don't know what you said.
First down for the Bucks. And going to roll to his right.
He's got it open.
That's going to be short. Lucky it wasn't intercepted. Number 6, Trader, had his eyes on another one.
He had Chandler wide open down this sideline. He just didn't have enough arm to get it to him.
Second and 10 for the Bucks. Yeah, Sean, it's a little hard to get your passing game going when you haven't really established a run yet. You know, they did on the first few plays, and then Delmar just.
Well, they did last series, they did last series by mixing it up with Price and the fullback. But
and there's a toss to Bowman, left side. He's going to be down at about the 25.
And that's a little bit different run than what we've been seeing because everything was downhill between the A and B gaps. That time he went outside through C gap. But again, now you're sitting at third down again.
Still 6-0 Smyrna over Sally's second quarter.
Oh, I see you changed it now. Now you're just going to call them Sally's.
I'll call them Sally. I'll take the S off. I know how you guys are. I know how you Sally guys are.
It's because you could never beat us.
Hey, there's a guy coming here through here, Sean. He might be saying he's selling popcorn. The way Phillips is going, he might be doing that for this game's over.
No kidding.
Doing a little bit
He's doing everything, isn't he?
Toss to Bowman.
No, that's going nowhere.
That defense. 3 on the play. It's going to bring up a third and short.
I'll tell you, I loved watching them swarm to that
play.
play.
2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does Delmar get another cheap one before half?
I think your last time out right here. They're going to punt it.
I think you saved that timeout.
He's got one left.
Yeah, you save it till you're on offense.
Back to receive, back alone, back to punt.
I think the return's on here.
Plus, they've had Milford hasn't had very good punts today.
No.
So you're going to get the ball at good, field position. Save that timeout.
Timeout Milford.
There you go.
So, Sean, we're going to stay right here with the action.
Well, see, what Coach Strickland was trying to do there was, wind that clock down. Yeah. He had 2 timeouts, so burn 1 there. Because they can't afford backing up 5 more yards with the way they're punting the football right now.
Yeah, this is a minute 19 to play. So they're going to get some offense in before.
Hey, they've had 3 bad snaps.
Right.
Is this the time you come get it?
Snap, a high snap. What's this one going to do?
You come get it?
Right. 14-3.
If I'm Delmar right now, I'm going to get it.
They ran some guys on late on the line. And
I'm going to go get it.
They put 9 on the line. So let's see.
We just forced Milford to call it wasted timeout. We're going to dial something up here. Lay off the kicker.
Right.
You see, guys, they always run to the leg. You got to run to the kick point.
There's the ready to play whistle back is number 33, Trey Parsons.
It looks like they're in return mode.
A little bit of a high snap there. He's able to pull it down. Floater. Good floater, though. Gonna bounce. Oh, but it's going to take a Delmar bounce and go out of bounds.
That's like I wish my wedge shot would go, right?
Javelin.
It did. Tip of that point just came right down.
Well, I told you, I walked the field, and it was soft and slow. So you're not going to see a lot of good bounces. The best bounce we saw was picked up by Phillips and run
in for a touchdown.
So 1st and 10 for Delmar. 1:11 to play here in the half. They lead 14-3. Try to tack another one on top. Smyrna 14, Slazy Adams 0. Sean.
Yeah, I don't think the Sal's. I told you that earlier. They don't have the firepower.
High formation for the Wildcats. And
guard trap.
Oh, here comes reverse.
Guard trap.
And that's Phillips. Takes it out to about the 50.
Yeah, that's the old wing counter. It's a good first down play.
On the counter. Brought down by 74 Diaz.
But you got to manage the clock. Coach Hearn, he does a good job of that. He needs to stay on top of the clock because it's still running.
3rd, and we're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, I don't know if they were set.
I'll wait for the official call here. It was a 3rd or 2nd and 3.
That's going to be Delmar's first penalty.
Delmar. So
relatively clean first half.
Bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats.
Each team right now this half with one penalty for 5 yards.
Wildcats off them up 5, 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats.
They're wasting too much time trying to set up.
And slant pattern's got a man open, complete to number 33. Trey Parsons. And they're going to spike. Coach telling them to spike it.
Yep. Boy, that secondary was really soft.
And we have a whistle. Timeout, Milford.
Wow.
Delmar was spiking the ball.
Why do you do that?
Wow.
I mean, I know the secondary was really soft, but they're going to spike the ball. You can see them all.
Right. Somebody up top of the box has to say, Coach,
you just stop the clock on first down. And Milford is now out of timeouts.
Time is
31 seconds.
Did you say?
Yeah. Delmar has one left, and Milford has none.
You got the pencil. I'm going to take your word for it. Everybody's got a pen and a pencil in this broadcast.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I saw Coach Hearn. I saw several coaches showing him to spike the ball.
Yeah.
Somebody on the other sideline or up in that box has to see.
Hey, there's your first example of young coach, old coach.
Yep.
Experienced, right?
I'm sure Sean Strickland's going to see this film and go, ah.
Why did we do that? And Coach Hearn, he is just so calm and collected right now.
Yes, he is. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at Milford's 37-yard line with a timeout. And shotgun formation.
Trip split.
And there's your slant again to Parsons. And
I think
first down.
Yep. Clock will stop as the chains move.
And they're going to spike the ball here.
First down, Delmar.
So one timeout left. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 as they down the ball. Yeah, they have a pretty solid.
They blew that whistle quick, didn't they?
Oh yes, they did.
They set that ball quick, boy.
They must have a spread in the locker room for the officials.
I'm telling you.
And Coach Hearn still has a timeout in his pocket. So.
And there's a lot of confusion here in getting the play in.
Coach Hearn's down there with the line judge.
He's going to have to call timeout.
Oh, Oh, he was down with his hands on his hips. So I don't know if he was talking to him about how fast they're setting that ball.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
They
he
did.
went down there and had a word with the official.
That ball was set and wound before the Wildcats were even in the huddle. And he just wound it again.
Well, the clock's dead right now, so. Second and 15 for the Wildcats. They're at the 30-yard line of the Bucks.
That delayed game penalty hurts you, too.
Parsons goes in motion.
Double dog
option.
option.
The option to Denard.
That's going nowhere.
Taken down by number 19, Brandon Jones. And they're going to use their timeout. We're going to stay right here with 13 seconds left in the half.
That was good discipline by the defense that time.
Timeout. Wildcats. So, not enough time for 2 plays. We throw 2 pass plays down towards the end there, Sean.
Yeah, but
they've been looking good in slant, but we haven't really seen this kid throw deep downfield yet.
Well, Milford has taken the deep ball away this drive and given them the underneath. And then hopefully they're relying on their kids to do the tackle. Now, the big pass play that we saw when Delmar went down and scored the last time they had the ball, they didn't make the tackle. So you can't be too soft. Now, I always said the prevent D prevents you from winning. So they need to just continue to play. I'd like to see the secondary come up and maybe do a little press coverage.
Here come the Wildcats off the timeout. And we're going to go shotgun. Phillips goes out to the right, trips to the short side of the field. After they've been throwing that slant underneath out of that.
Well, again, you're one-on-one at the top of the screen. That's where he's going.
Looking. Under pressure, flushed out. Throws it away.
No, that's the good throw because that ball's in the middle of the field.
Right.
He's not getting a first down.
No.
Throw it in the dirt.
Now this one's probably going to go towards the end zone. Coming up a little lame on that number 5, Gage Coates. Two-way starter for the Buccaneers. 8 seconds to go here in the first half. With Delmar leading 14-3, so it looks like 49 yards might be a little bit out of their guys' range as they're gonna go for it.
I think you come out in that same formation, go trips to the boundary, one-on-one at the top. Just throw a fade route down the sideline.
8 seconds to go here in the half.
You know, if you catch it, you might have a chance to get out of bounds and maybe run another one or score a touchdown.
So he's not
and that's what we're going to see.
Slot.
Nope, double slot. See if you get the verticals.
Takes the handoff, throws it over the middle, and that's going to be broken up by number 28, Price. With 4 seconds to go. So that gives it one more play. Maybe doesn't have the juice.
They were saying that was a 4th down play.
Oh, fourth down. Okay, Milford ball.
First and 10 from their own 33.
What happened there? I thought that was 3rd down. You spiked the ball, right? Well, no, you called timeout.
Right. Yeah, spike, timeout, 2 plays.
You ran option.
Right.
Delay a game penalty.
Oh, he threw 2 on the ground. He threw
an option. That's all they ran was 3 plays.
And they downed it, didn't they?
No.
They called the timeout after the option.
Okay.
So that was a 4th down. They're correct. 4 seconds to go. Milford's ball, 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. So they dodge the ball here. The defense makes the stand. A lot of that was the delay game penalty, Sean, and took away quite a bit of their offense.
Mm-hmm. But Delmar gets the ball coming out of halftime. I think you just take a knee. There it is.
And that's what he's going to do. So, folks, at the end of one half of football, Delmar leads Milford 14-3. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back with the Sodell Concept halftime show.
Solo Concepts is the premier restaurant group in Southern Delaware. We have 8 restaurants from Lewis all the way down to Fenwick. We have a catering company, a food truck, a soda company, a film company, and a management and a consulting company. We believe in beautiful, simple food. We like to develop the people we work with, and at the same time, we have a little bit of a higher mission, and we're trying to make the world a better place. And we have a group of people that every day wake up and they get after it, and they're all focused on one thing, and they're trying to make a great company, and we're trying to make the Culinary Coast a national focus for the United States as a food destination. I think we've done a really good job of that in the past few years. The daily grind of the restaurant can be very difficult. You're dealing with alcohol, food, and people. Those are three highly volatile things. So sometimes it's better to have a little bit of a higher calling, a little bit of a higher purpose, that as a group we're trying to get together, stick together, and be about something. And for us, it kind of gets us through the hard seasons and the hard times that we can rely on each other. We have about 150 full-time year-round employees, and then every season we hire, I think this year we hired about 270 people. So we have 270 seasonal people spread out throughout the whole county. And for me, it's great. And some of these people started out as 15-year-old busboys working with us, and now they're lawyers and doctors and business executives throughout the world, and they still come back and they have a relationship with us. So it's been a really nice experience for us that we're so connected to the community, and we can develop people on so many different levels. We want to support the people that we work with. We want all of our employees to have what they need to grow and be professional. And we may open 10 more restaurants. We may open 100 more restaurants. But all we know at the end of the day is we want to stick together, and we have a great group of people, and I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of everybody. This is a really trying year, and it's a testament to the team that Matt put together that we flourished after a tragedy. And the stronger and better we can make Southern Delaware, the better our restaurant group's going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's hear it for the Delmar.
And welcome, folks, to the Showdown Concept halftime show with Benny Mitchell and Sean Brennan. And Sean, 14-13 at the half. Game going how you expected it? Not going how you expected? What are your thoughts so far?
Well, I thought it would be a defensive game, that's for sure. And, if Milford doesn't get Bowman going or come up with some other package, like they had that one series where they were mixing it up with the fullback, Price, then Bowman, they were able to move the ball a little bit, gave the defense a little bit of a fit. What they were trying to do for most of that first half, just running Bowman downhill, B gap to B gap, that's not going to be successful for him because Coach Hearn and that defense has said, we'll give you 2 yards.
Right. You're
not ripping the long one on us. So we're not going to run blitz. We're not going to blitz ourselves out of plays. We're going to play base defense. And you can see, Phillips just having an amazing game back there, cleaning it up.
Trey correct us on the touchdown. That was number 12, Denard. On the punt return.
Okay.
So, although Phillips still having a crazy game, but
crazy game. And then from a Delmar standpoint, their bread and butter over the years, when I was coaching and things, was their double dive play. You got to see that one time, and it ripped pretty good.
Right.
In the second half, I look to see a little bit more of that. Mm-hmm. Which Coach Hearn is known for is when he's up 14-3 like this, he is going to slow the game down. He is going to slow that pace down. So Delmar is definitely going to come out and make some really good adjustments. Coach Strickland, he called timeout there one time. I mean, they're not out of it, but they have to make some serious adjustments offensively. I'm really surprised.
Halftime stats, Sean. Start with Milford total yards 52. Delmar 116 total yards on offense. Passing yards. And this is where the big difference comes in.
Yeah.
Milford only 7 yards passing. Delmar 45. You cannot allow the Wildcats to pin their ears back on defense.
No, not at all. I mean, you have to get something going. I mean, they hit the tight end on a little curl route for a first down, but other than that, their passing game has not threatened to the point where Delmar doesn't even line up half the time on the splits.
Rushing yards, Milford 45, Delmar 71. Each team has a turnover, and here's another glaring stat here. Delmar 7 first downs, Milford only 2 first downs. Number 12 to Sean Denard. We have to give him a correction. He is the one who returned that punt for the touchdown. Denard gets the punt return.
I'll tell you the big stat for me. Third down conversions. Milford is 1 for 6 on third down. Delmar's 1 for 4.
Right. So Denard has 2 touchdowns in this game so far. Although my man Phillips
tearing it up,
crazy,
tearing it up, and bringing the wood.
Right. So, folks, we're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back with the third quarter. Your score at halftime: Milford 3, Delmar 14. We'll be right back, folks. And welcome back to Delmar, folks, at Francis E. Nunbar Stadium. 3.5 minutes left in halftime.
50-50. Good hockey team. Here we go, the winning ticket.
We have one Woodbridge score. Woodbridge 41, Indian River 0.
Yeah,
I think that we want that we expect that to go.
Poor Indian River, they've had a rough year.
Right.
Great tradition, but the past couple years they've been struggling a little bit.
They're struggling to get kids out.
Yeah, I noticed their team was real small this year. And
We'll give you some of what we got.
The out-of-town scoreboard?
The out-of-town
Here
scoreboard.
it comes.
Barkley Heating and Air out-of-town scoreboard. Folks, if you need any service work on your heater, your fuel pump, your heating and air.
You said they're on time too, right?
Dude, on time,
On
great
time.
prices, get the job done. I've used them one time, and if I ever get the chance, I'll use them again. We have a halftime score in Camden. Sussex Central 14, Cesar Rodney 10. In my picks, I took Sussex Central 14-10. So if that score holds, Sean, Mud Dog's going to win.
Yeah, but I said Central would score 28, so I still got a chance.
There you go.
I'm still in it.
Smyrna 12-0 over Slazanum at the half.
That's surprising.
Caravel late
Sally's
second
defense.
quarter 7-0 over Glasgow. Adapont at halftime 10-0 over Brandywine. Woodbridge 41, Indian River 0 at the half. And we have we're still looking for some Tech Poly, Dover Cape, and Laurel Lake Forest scores, folks. So that's your Barkley Heating and Air out of town scoreboard.
It's quiet out there in the Twitter world for the Cape score. I know that.
Yeah, I don't know. We did a game down there this year, and we've never had internet problems down there. And we went down there on a rainy night, so that could have been part of it.
Yeah, with the beach
major
and everything
issues down there.
Yeah.
So, waiting for the two teams to come back out and get this third quarter underway with the, excuse me, folks, the Buccaneers trailing 14-3. Delmar just
Hey, let's check
in all phases of the game zone.
Well, let's check the X's and O's. So we said in order for Milford to be successful, they had to get Bowman going early. That did not happen.
Right.
No big plays over 20 yards. Well, the double dive play, they had one. So they're hanging in there with that. Win the turnover battle. It's even up 1-1. Delmar with a fumble.
Right.
That turned into 3 points for the Milford Bucks. Delmar, we said they had to score touchdowns in the red zone. They've done that. Balance on offense. That 47 yards passing in the first half, that's pretty good. Okay, it's not too bad. No big plays over 20 yards. They have shut this offense down. So 14-3. You look at those X's and O's, and you can see why it's 14-3.
Right. So get ready to start the third quarter here. Delmar gets the ball, Sean, in the third quarter.
Yeah, we talked about that right before the end of the half. You know, you look for them to slow.
Absolutely, slow the game down.
Slow the game down.
I just got from the press box of Delmar. Number 19 is Brandon Jones.
Yeah, we guessed right.
18.
Yeah.
So thank you, sir, over there in the press box. Appreciate it.
Hey, since we got some time, I'd like to give an old shout out to Kayla Brennan, Arcadia field hockey player, first team all conference this year.
Outstanding.
Great season the Arcadia Knights had 10-win season. So great job, Kayla Brennan.
Good job, Kayla. She's worked for us before.
She has.
Hasn't worked for 302 yet. She worked for us under our old NFHS program, but
yeah, did a playoff game with us.
Yes, she did. Had both our children up there.
Yeah, it was a great day. It's a great day. So, yep, great job, Kayla.
So the Bucks are back out, getting loosened up. Delmar looks like they're just ready, Sean. Give us the ball. Feed me. Feed me more.
AB. They're about business.
Yep. I tell you, Milford is not out of this game. Let's see how Milford, on this first series, they should come out fired up in this third quarter. If something goes wrong, let's start watching. We always talk about body position and body
language.
Body language.
Huge.
And let's see how Milford is. I think that's going to be key. Let's see how Milford comes out. How they show if they show the front or not.
Well, you'll know early.
Right.
You'll know within this first series if they're ready to play. You know, another thing I love about Coach Hearn? Yeah, he's so old school.
Hi.
He wears the orange tie.
And the blue sweater vest.
Yes. Like, that is just class. The epitome of class right there. I think that is so awesome. Love that look. It's like he should be at Ohio State or something.
Yeah.
You know?
He looks a little bit like Tressel.
A little bit.
Yeah,
he does. He does.
Dave Herma, Delmar alumni.
Tell you what.
27 years here.
He's the king of this town, isn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He is. He's the king.
Well, that field hockey coach is getting ready to push him around.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Solomon with her first state title last year.
And I'll tell you, I don't see it. No, not even close this year.
Division 1 or Division 2.
No doubt. No doubt.
Go, folks. Third quarter action. The Milford Buccaneers will kick off, and we're already seeing Sean slow getting on the field. Milford's out there, or excuse me, Delmar's out there, ready to go. Some of the Milford players walking.
A lot of confusion.
Yeah. And 22 to kick, Gaglione. You're still in this game. Run on that field and get ready to play football.
Yeah, you have to be. There's still a lot of football left to play. This game's not over.
There's your ready to play whistle, and Gaglione puts the toe to the ball, kicks it short, bouncer. It goes to number 24, Dakari Beasley. And
Bowman with another
tackle by
David Bowman. Yeah.
So first and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 31. We'll call it the 32. And Wildcats ready to go to work, folks. Let's see. This is well, I've always said the third quarter is the biggest quarter of a close game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this series here, how Delmar comes out, is going to tell us how the rest of this game's going to go.
No, absolutely.
Man, they're already calling in the press box, Sean. Double dive here.
I'm telling you.
Dive. They love that double dive.
I can't believe we only saw it one time in the first half.
And it's going to be a handoff to Parker. And
he's going.
And he's going to take this one to the house.
He's going.
Nobody's catching that young man.
He is gone.
Parker, 68-yard touchdown run. He's still running, Sean. He sprints up to Mr. Referee.
That is the prime example. You look at body language, right? Slow getting out of the locker room, can't line up on a kickoff, and nobody fills in C-gap. And you got one guy grabbing. You can't grab him.
Right.
He's too big, too fast.
68-yard touchdown run. Brooks Parker.
Once he got through that second level, he was gone.
Sean, he sprinted to the referee on the other side of the end zone to give him the ball. He was hot.
Yep.
Kicks up, and it's good. Delmar takes a 21-3 lead. Folks, we're going to take a quick timeout. That fast into the quarter. We'll be right back with more Delmar and Milford.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
And welcome back, folks. Francis E. Nunbar Stadium in Delmar. The Wildcats strike first play of the third quarter. They go up 21-3. And we talked about it during the break, Sean. Just late getting on the field.
Yeah, body language.
Yeah.
It says everything.
This is number 8 on the carry, Marcus Gillian, and he's going to be tackled and taken out of bounds. Where Bucks are going to take over first and 10. This ain't their own 37. Wow, coming out of halftime. We called it 14-10, folks, Sussex Central. Caesar Rodney comes out. They lead Central 24-14.
Wow.
14-10 at the half. First and 10 here for Milford at their own 38-yard line.
That is unlike a John Wells team to come out of the half like that. Ryder smelling blood in the water.
Pistol formation, handoff to Bowman. Nowhere to go, Sean.
Nope. Nowhere whatsoever.
Between the tackle game has been shut down for Milford. Phillips in on another tackle.
Well, Zach Covington did a really good job of taking a good pursuit angle and wrapping it up there too. He was actually on the bottom of that pop. That Ryder scores late third quarter too, Benny.
Pistol formation. Bowman again. Makes a guy miss. and then taken down. He does put his head down and gain an extra yard. Tackle made by number 28, Taquan Denard.
He's not real tall, but he is a physical runner. He doesn't run away or shy away from contact. But here you go, big third down.
Third and short. And we have a whistle. Official timeout. He's going to measure it.
I'm sitting directly across from him, Benny. He is short.
Yeah, way short.
But I don't understand. They had one closer to this in the first half. He didn't measure that. They just gave it to him.
And we all were like looking at one another. Guys in the press box were looking at it.
Delmar had the ball, though.
Right.
Delmar had the ball. They didn't measure it. They just gave it to him.
So third and short. For the Bucks. Sean, I was coaching in a state final game one time where they called a first down, moved the ball, and then measured and called it short.
I would have lost my mind. I think I would have lost my mind.
Third and short, and they're going out of the pistol. So it's going to be a handoff to the up man. He's not going to make it, Sean.
Not this time. No, that worked for him in the first half.
Right.
They've made their adjustments. Again, Phillips in on that again.
Right.
Benny, he's everywhere. Wow. Very, very favorable spot.
The first down.
And again,
our folks are not happy.
Not at all. But he does. I mean, but that was a very favorable spot.
It was. We're sitting because we're on
directly
on the 50. We're right on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And he was hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, he was. And the whistle was blown, and he hadn't even crossed the line of
came
scrimmage.
from the far side of the field.
Yeah.
So
I don't understand.
First and 10 for the Bucks. They're back in business. Pistol with an up back. And he's getting some high snaps here, Sean. Bowman breaks a tackle, and he's going to be brought down by, get a number on that.
28?
Is that 12 Denard? Number 12 Denard. Touchdown saving tackle. And he was tackling ball, too. He was ready to pull it out.
Takes it down to Delmar Showdown.
First down for the Bucks.
First and 10, Milford.
Well, Milford has to answer that touchdown.
Yes.
Or it might be over.
Again, pistol with an up back, two split ends. And Delmar showing blitz. Takes back out of it. Hand off to Bowman, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. Keeps
Still
his
moving
feet
his
moving.
feet. He might have got 2 yards on that.
He got a few there.
Yeah, Covington sugared in like he was going to run blitz and then backed out.
And then Trader comes up out of his safety position.
Yeah.
Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
Got 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Trader
7.
kid, only a freshman, Sean.
Again, that's a family name down here in Delmar. Remember Dante Trader?
2nd and 7 for the Buccaneers. Same pistol formation with the up back. And it's going to go to Bowman. Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go again.
Bowman up the middle again.
There's a pack of cats in there, Sean, making that tackle. 32 Phillips in on it.
Yeah, he made the first initial hit. I'll tell you, he did a really good job that time. He was getting blocked. And he did a good job of shedding the block and just filling that hole. He's coming off the field, though.
Looking at Delmar, he wasn't even on my radar as a guy to really even watch. And he just had a heck of a game on defense. 3rd and 7 for the Buccaneers. And he's going to pull it out, look to throw it downfield, flushed out of the pocket. Oh, hit by number 74.
Ball?
Nate Gaines.
I think the ball came out.
The line by Gaines gets free, tackled by a host of tackles. Over there from the Wildcats, we got Covington.
So he took a huge hit.
Yeah, he did.
Gaines, a big boy. 5'10", 275. And we're going to have a injury timeout.
think
Folks.
this
We're
is
going to take a
Matthews.
timeout with them. We'll be right back with more third quarter action. Welcome back, folks. That was number 10, Tayon Matthews, junior quarterback. He was able to get up under his own power and walk off the field, so that's always good to see. But now Milford faces a 4th and 8 from their own 29-yard line. Do they punt or do they go to the Wildcat?
I'd be punting. Pin them deep.
Yeah, they're going to go to the line. They bring in number 12.
That's why
Eric Bennett.
That's why I'm here.
So Eric Bennett comes in at quarterback. 6 foot, 225-pound junior. And he's going to throw right away. And throws it, lost it downfield. Intercepted at the goal line. And who's got that pick shot?
That ball just took too long to get down there.
Well, that's as good as a punt if you don't give up the return.
That's, I don't know what to say on that, Benny. It just, he had a guy open down the sideline. It took too long to get the ball down there.
Backup quarterback coming in for his first play, and
you go throw it deep.
Go throw it deep.
Well, I guess you're thinking, if he picks it off, it's a punt, but you got to make the tackle.
Make the tackle, yeah.
You can't let him return it past the sticks.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Double dive.
There's your double dive. Just as the press box ordered.
Denard had nowhere to go that time.
Right.
Stop made by.
He didn't ride the fullback like he did that first time, though. He was more of a flash.
Number 24.
Still got positive yards, though. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8, Delmar. Well, the Sal's losing and the Riders winning. We're starting to see Division I picture come a little more clear. Riders still have to get through the tough one next week with the
Cape Henlopen score for you, Benny.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Cape Henlopen is winning 30-14.
Wow, did not expect that. The offense is getting it going. Pulls it out on the fake and just nowhere to go. Tackle made by number 75, Richie Corville.
It looked like Phillips wanted the ball.
Right.
He wouldn't let it go.
Number 75, Corville, 21 Waters.
That Cape score surprised me. I didn't think they could score 30 points.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't either. And Poly's been playing good defense except for last week.
Dover. They're playing Dover.
I'm sorry, Dover was playing good defense.
Wow. 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats.
Right, Poly's playing Tech.
Right.
Right.
And another game.
Here's your roll. He's open. He's wide open. He's wide open. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. He was so open.
Turned around.
As a quarterback, you go, oh, he's open, and then you just take a little off.
And you tell him, don't come back on.
Oh, no.
He was wide open. So on the punt is number 81, Ryan Nelson. That's the first Delmar punt game, isn't it? Second.
Of what?
Punt.
This half?
This game. I don't know. Has Delmar punted yet? Maybe they punted one time.
Well, they've punted a couple times.
Huh?
Yeah.
Big high floater. Bounces out about the, wow.
Remember, hey, a couple's two.
Nelson's front down.
They punted once, and then that one. So they punted a couple. They punted a couple times.
Right. Not before that punt.
No, they went for it twice on fourth down.
Right.
They were 1 for 4 on third down. So.
Well, Bucks are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 35. I think that one could have rolled about another 15, 20 yards there, Sean. 5:46 to play here in the third quarter. And we keep saying it, and, you know, Milford keeps dodging bullets. They're eventually going to have to get it going and score. I mean, you're not going to be able to keep Delmar out of the end zone for the next quarter and a half.
No. And you're still trying to answer your first mistake coming out of the halftime
and
locker room.
Take a timeout.
Timeout, Milford.
So we'll take one with them, Sean. We'll be right back with more third quarter action.
Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Papa Grande's, we serve fresh, authentic Mexican food with specialties like blackened fish tacos and short rib cheesesteak burritos. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve the best happy hour at the coolest bar every day year-round. We are open 7 days a week, all year long.
Papa Grande's overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Ronnie Burkle from Papa Grande's.
And welcome back, folks. Coming in off the timeout.
That sandwich
taking an early
good.
timeout. And nowhere to go. Just a host of Delmar tacklers. Maybe a yard on the play.
What's body language telling you, Benny?
Yeah, it's starting to.
You're slow getting up off the pile. You're slow getting back in the huddle.
Price on the carry. He hasn't had a lot of carries. It's been a while since he touched the ball.
You need to be playing with a sense of urgency right here. You have to try and get a score on this drive.
2nd and 8. So give him a gain of 2. Bowman goes into a deep motion, and it's going to be, that's the play they wanted to go in that first half.
Yeah, that's
Price. Maybe a yard on the play, and we're going to get a late flag. I think that's going to be on Delmar. Number 32.
And I think that's it's going to be,
had to be pulled away from the
number 71 from Milford.
They were going at each other. And it's going to be called against Milford. Double penalty.
Yep.
So,
offset.
Unsportsmanlike. Get your act together.
Yeah, and I think that's a good call.
Right. In that situation, I usually don't like the double personal foul.
No.
But I think that's a good one there. You have two guys.
They were both going at it.
No fists are being thrown. They're still playing after the whistle.
Correct.
Just get them settled down.
You know, Savage a little frustrated. Parsons not backing down. He hasn't backed down all night. So that double penalty right there lets them know, hey, guys, we're not going to put up with any shenanigans.
Right. 3rd and 7 for the Bucks. He is under pressure. Flushes out of it. Oh, hit by Phillips, but not wrapped up. He's going to get the first down. Great run by number 10.
Phillips might have knocked
after being knocked a little silly in the previous series.
Phillips hit him so hard, I think he gave himself a burner right now.
Yeah.
Little pinched nerve going down the right arm.
You know what I like about Phillips is how he puts that face right in the chest when he tackles.
Yeah, he does.
Every time.
Old school.
1st and 10 for the Bucks at their own 48-yard line. Hand off to Bowman. He's got some running room. He's going to pick up about 5 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 5.
Right side brought down by 33 Parsons.
Bowman and Knight have a lot of similarities.
Yeah,
They're
patient.
50, they move forward. the big difference I see in Knight is the ability to break and step out of tackles and break long ones. Bowman usually it's a shift and then downfield, but they both have good breakaway speed.
Good vision.
Right.
Both have good vision. They're both patient runners.
But Knight is just a special runner.
And Knight has a little better offensive line.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Right. And Bowman again, left side, and he's going to have a first down. Tackle made by number 42.
Well, see, that time
41, Nick Davis.
That time they're running a little counter blocking.
Right.
And they were able to pull the tackle that time and roll the hole. That's what I was saying to you earlier about, they were just running straight downhill trying to run inside zone stuff, and those linebackers were sitting home just eating it up. When you start running plays where you're pulling your lineman, now you're creating blocking angles.
See, Bowman hit hard by Phillips again, but spins out of it just so he can hit hard like Menard.
Yep. They did a great job of wrapping them up, but there's that zone play again where you're running in between the tackles.
Short game, push the timeout. Go for player down.
And number 21, Jordan Waters, had a little trouble getting up.
Yeah, I think he got rolled up on.
Yeah. I tell you, Sean, David Bowman's going to have nightmares about Carson Phillips tonight. That kid. How many times has he hit him like that? 4 or 5 times now? Wow.
I think even more than that.
That we're able to see these clear.
Well, I can hear him.
Yeah.
I can hear him, and that don't happen too often. But this is a big series here. They have to score. 2:50 left, right?
In the third quarter, yeah.
They have to score.
2:50 left in the third quarter.
This was what you're seeing is the experience of a team had a chance to win a conference championship last year.
Right.
Fell short in their goals and what they wanted to do. And they came prepared. This is everything that they worked for in the offseason. These are the weights they lifted. This game and next week's game against Woodbridge, those two were circled.
Oh, that is going to be a slobber.
Oh, wow. I mean, it is going to be awesome.
All right, that last play is pretty much no game. 2nd and 10, Milford.
Nowhere to go. Bowman on the toss left.
Those are going to fix this camera problem here.
Carson Phillips and Denard.
But we'll give you the radio version, Sean, so you can pick it up while I fix the camera.
Sure.
About 2 in the play.
So it's going to be about 3rd and 7 for the Bucks.
And we're back. Just a little adjustment there.
Tight trips to the right.
It's downfield, overthrown.
Matthews pass intended.
Let me get my clock straight back out, 2:01.
And the Milford sideline wants a call for something there, and I'm saying there was nothing there.
Right. It's that full moon camera there, Sean.
Is that what it is?
Must have been. The camera just went black. We got it fixed now, though. Thank you, Sean, for stepping up and giving us the radio version.
Oh, you're welcome.
302 Sports, 2:01 to play here. 4th and 8.
Milford struggles again on 3rd down. Oh.
Back again is Matthews under pressure.
Nowhere to go.
Wrapped up and hard with the sack.
Milford now 1 for 3.
Both sides of the ball having a game.
1 for 3 on 4th down.
So Delmar's going to take over 1st and 10.
He's doing orange dad's in. Don't have a passing pass.
Tell you, the water boy was really excited. Did you see him running
Yes,
off the
he was.
field?
Yeah, man.
How about it?
Waiting for his day to be on this field in Delmar. And
Option.
we have options to Denard. Delmar
Nice
makes
move.
a miss down the sideline and run out of bounds. And there's the flag.
Yeah, that's going to be a horse collar. I think it's going to be a horse collar tackle on number 24, Martis Powell. He got that hand in the shoulder pad.
Right.
First and foul, horse collar tackle. 15 more on.
Yeah, they had it well read, but a bad pursuit angle on the pitch creates that big play. There's the play over 20 yards, right?
There it is. Yep.
And then the penalty adds another 15.
First and 10 from the Milford 22.
So first and 10 at the Milford 22 for the Wildcats.
You're good.
That's going to be a little counter action with number 31, who I do not have a number for, a name for.
Boy, that hole was huge.
Yeah.
If he could have got his shoulder square as he was going through the line of scrimmage, he might have had a chance to rip it. But staying on that angle made it really tough.
Frazier on the carry.
To the Milford 18. Second and 6.
And here comes that slow Delmar offense.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to grind it out here for the rest of the way. P formation. You think Parsons is getting the ball? As the quarterback turns around and talks to him. Oh, going to be fullback up the middle, number 32. Phillips heard a big hit on that one, too.
Number 75,
He's going to be sore. He's going to be sore tonight.
He is.
Yeah, about 2.
Carson Phillips, 6'1", 220-pound senior. 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats at the Milford 15. And you're starting to see some on the hands, on the hips.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever Milford.
Not much life in that defense right now.
I formation with Phillips at fullback and Parker at the tailback. Quarterback sneak. He's got the first down.
Yep.
He's got the first down, Sean, and puts his head down and gets some more.
Brought down by Price. But not before Delmar first down.
The O-line for Delmar right now is taking total control of this game.
Right, absolutely.
Total control.
First and goal at the 7. And they're going to let the clock run down and hold this score to the fourth quarter. So, folks, we're going to take a timeout with them. Your score at the end of 3, Delmar 21, Milford 3. Welcome back, folks. Fourth quarter action. Delmar, first and goal from the 7. Parker pushing the right side.
Wow, touchdown.
And that's a touchdown.
Wow, did you see the surge of that O-line?
Wow. Delmar making a statement here tonight. Here's Sean reading, you look at message boards, you look at Facebook, you look at Twitter, and everybody says Delmar doesn't have a chance. Delmar, they don't play anybody, and they're just flat out making a statement tonight.
Oh, they are. There was a lot of questions on the opponents that they've played because they had a pretty easy go of it.
We have an official timeout. Must be equipment or injury.
I think he's got a cramp.
Yeah, Phillips coming off lane.
Angelo in the hold.
So we'll try the extra point again. And number 11, Braxton Stevenson on the kick, on the hold. Number 7, A.J. Angelo.
It's good.
Good. 28-3. Folks, we'll be right back with more. Hell of a conference. Friday night game of the week.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Hooters of Newark is located at 1.
And welcome back, folks. Fourth quarter action. Delmar takes the lead, or stretches the lead, 28-3.
Well, this Buccaneer offense is falling into what I was worried about and being really one-dimensional.
So we got some update scores on our out-of-town scoreboard. Smyrna 12, Slazeanum 7, Polytech, Sussex Sec knotted up at 14. Kate 37, Dover 29. And kick picked up and wrapped up. Some other scores. Caesar Rodney 24, Sussex Central 14, fourth quarter. So Dover just down by 8 now after trailing big earlier in the game. That's your Barkley Heating and Air out there.
We always talk about they got athletes. But it ain't never over.
First and 10 for Milford at the 32.
Body language, look at it.
Yeah.
I think the ball boy for Delmar had a little more excitement to be out there right now.
So trips to the bottom of the screen.
Quads.
And Wildcat formation, Bowman.
You're just not fooling. You're just not fooling anybody. They're trying to take 4 receivers, trying to remove guys out of the box. Delmar's not respecting that Bowman's going to throw the ball.
Right.
There was 4 receivers.
The quarterback throwing the ball.
No, there was 4 receivers over here and 3 D-backs. Throw a screen.
Well, you're up 28-3. Score one on us. Throw one downfield and score one on us. Then we'll take some guys out.
Sure, absolutely.
2nd and 7 for the Buccaneers. And it's like Bowman's still in the Wildcat. And he's going to throw a back.
Double pass.
And has a man open. Just overthrown.
He was wide open.
Yeah,
there wasn't a Delmar corner.
Number 8.
Safety within 10 yards.
So Delmar shaking up the Henlopen South. We're going to probably wait one more week unless Milford gets something going here in the fourth quarter. Trail by 25, facing a 3rd and 7 at their own 35.
And you're 2 for 9 on the night.
And Delmar's going to take a timeout. And so we're going to stay here with the action. Let's talk about some of these scores we're seeing. 14-10 at the half. We're thinking, Central's going to score.
Yeah, you were bragging.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, man, I got that one right.
You were bragging.
And then you text a friend next to me, 24-14, late third quarter, Caesar Rodney.
Coach Brown. Coach Adam Brown with that.
Right, so Coach Candelaro, wow, maybe a candidate for Coach of the Year with a comeback from 1-9 to possibly a 7-3 season if they can beat Dover next week. Incredible.
They're for real.
And beating a good Sussex Central team.
Yeah, I told you I didn't think that they had the horses to get it done tonight, and boy, did they prove me wrong. And I'll tell you what, I'm a believer now.
Right?
I'm a believer.
Their defense on has been lights.
Yeah, I mean, you were telling me. You were telling me.
we got to cover them 2 weeks in a row, and you can say they were playing Brandywine, but man, when you shut teams down, I don't care, you just shut people down. They gave up a the second team gave up a touchdown. Sure. We're back. 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs coming in off the Delmar timeout.
It could be a close game. It might not be over.
And it's going to be a toss to Bowman. It's going to be another double pass, but he's going to race down the sideline, and he takes another big hit.
That'll be a first down.
Yeah, so I know Bowman's a tough kid. He talked about his work ethic, but
oh yeah,
you got a game next week. Battle of the Bell, maybe to get in the state tournament. It's just the plays he's running. He's hitting clear shots taken out.
He takes those week in and week out.
He does. He's taking them tonight. He's a better man than me. I might be tapping out right now. He is taking some brutal hits. Matthews drops back, throws one downfield.
Oh, he had him.
Ball safely to the earth.
Had him on a fade route.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. 10:34 to go. So, Sean, we talked about it on the break. Milford's in trouble, point-wise there.
Yeah, I don't know if 7-3 gets you in.
Maybe if Caravel gets in at 7-3 because they're getting some big bonus points. I don't know if Milford's getting a lot of bonus points. Got an update?
It is an update. Thank you, Coach Brown. 24-21 CR with a minute to play.
Wow, 24-21 Riders over the Golden Knights with 1 minute to play.
Central receiving the punt.
And the Riders punt. Wow, he's under pressure.
Nowhere to go.
He's not getting away. Too much pressure there by the Wildcats. They're just getting excited now. 41 Nick Davis gets the credit for the sack.
And I'll tell you, that was a coverage sack.
Yeah.
There wasn't a single Milford receiver
he
open.
came late. Davis came late.
Yeah, that was definitely a coverage sack. Because there was room for him to step up in the pocket. There was just nowhere to go.
He stepped up and then he stepped out. And then he was in trouble.
Then he got knocked out.
Okay. 3rd and 17 for Milford. And Bowman's going to go out to the slot, so we've got double slots with Price in the backfield. He's going to get hit and brought down from behind by Parker.
That was a weak side blitz. And
I don't think he knew he was coming.
Price went to his left to look for somebody to block, and he never looked to his right.
And I don't think the quarterback knew he was coming either. 4th and 22 for the Buccaneers, so they'll punt. And back deep goes number 33, Trey Parsons.
I mean, Parker can run too, remember?
Gotta go over the punt.
But you can't leave him unblocked.
Parsons to return.
So Gagnon gets the punt off. And that punt's going to carry down inside the 25. He touched it. So it's
the beanbags usually goes where he touched it.
Right. Ball's going to be down at the 20. 1st and 10
number 80, Bryce
for the Wildcats.
Brings up 1st and 10 Wildcats. From their own 21.
Yeah, now we've talked about the body language and they're now walking on the field.
Yeah.
Some guys trotting off.
And as a young coach, you hate to see your team doing that. You know, sideline says it all too. I mean, you look, there's a lot of spacing over there on their sideline.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And that's going to be a handoff with Parsons.
That's why I always loved coaching and scouting in person.
Right. Oh yeah, you get to see a lot more things.
A lot more things than just straight tape.
You get to see. So you get to see the attitude.
Yeah.
Of the team when they're on the sideline.
Absolutely.
Gain of about 9.
Gain of 8 on the play brings up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this Delmar O-line has definitely worn down the defense.
And I think they're going to be key next week against Woodbridge. Woodbridge's weakness is the young line.
Yep.
Quarterback sneak with Van Arts.
And he'll have the first down.
He's got the first down.
And the clock goes tick, tick, tick. This is where we talked about Coach Hearn taking the air out of the ball. And he is going to take his time.
Sean coming up after this play. Trivia.
All right.
Let's play trivia.
I missed that last week when I was down at Liberty.
The handoff to Parker, left side, got some running room. And he's going beat on an angle. He does not have the angle. Touchdown. Brooks Parker. For about 66 yards or so.
Like we said, 71% of those scoring plays are over 20 yards, and they've had 3 tonight.
Yeah, broke a tackle on the press, 2 big runs. He got over 100 yards, touchdown.
Yeah.
Touchdowns alone.
Covington the snap. Phillips the hold.
Phillips beating the tee. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He's been beaten on Bowman all night. Now he's beating the tee.
Would not be able to get it back out. Good snap, good hold, kick's good. 35-3. Wildcats opposed. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
Coming back from the touchdown, what school, Sean, is the longest serving member of the Henlopen Conference? What school is the longest serving member of the Henlopen Conference? And we'll give you a couple plays and we'll be right back with that answer. Final score in Camden, Caesar Rodney Riders 24, Sussex Central Golden Knights 21. Caesar Rodney on a roll right now from the midseason on.
I didn't think they could score 24 on that defense. Wow. That's a great job.
Dan Candeloro. So a lot of people probably saved his job this past few weeks. And it's going to be taken at about the 24-yard line. And he looks to have some running room on the left side. Stiff arm, but there's a whole ton of Wildcats. He's just getting by him. Tackle finally made by the kicker.
He's had.
He's good.
He's had 2 really good returns.
Yeah. So that's going to be Delmar, 1st and 10. Thank you. So they take over, 1st and 10, 7:12 to play in the game. Sorry, Milford, 1st and 10. Inside, 35 to 34.
I'm going to guess Bowman's going to get the ball.
Okay. Yep, right side. And gains some yardage, picks up about 8 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Good shifty run that time.
Yeah, pretty good run. Especially late in the game.
Yeah.
And the beating he's taking.
Yep.
2nd and 3. Second and 3 for the Bucks. And we're out of position. He's going to move some guys around. And Bowman has the first down. Tackle made by number 31. Again, that number 31. I think we said Fraser. And we have a Delmar player down.
Official timeout.
All right, Sean, this is a good time for the trivia answer. The question again.
Yep.
What school is the longest serving member of the Henlopen Conference?
Cape Henlopen. Delmar.
Delmar Wildcats.
I was going to say
1959 till today. The longest serving member of the Henlopen Conference are the Delmar Wildcats. 2 weeks in a row. I thought it was a toss. I thought that was softball. Because we were here. I thought you'd get it because we were here.
Yeah, well, that's why when I said Cape Henlopen, then I said Delmar, because I knew it was wrong. Because I knew you were going to give me a softball one to try and trick me off. You know?
Oh, so you tried to outthink you. You out-thought yourself.
I did.
Okay.
I out-coached myself like Milford did.
I'll give you
in the red zone.
Another chance.
You will? All right, go ahead.
The Henlopen Conference was made up of 2 conferences. One other conference.
Oh, I have no idea. Remember? No, I was up
the
north.
current conference again. Diamond State.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Middletown, Lewis, Georgetown, they were all Diamond State.
Okay.
And the small schools in Kent and Sussex County were the Henlopen.
You're showing your age. Just saying, buddy. You got to remember.
I wasn't born then yet either.
No, but you got to remember, when you were coaching ball, I was playing ball.
True.
Just saying.
So first and 10 for the Bucks.
Although that one trivia question you stumped me with, you got it off a license plate for crying out loud. That should have been illegal. That was illegal.
Gotta pay attention at all times.
You do.
And Bowman off the right side. Makes a couple guys miss, and he's down inside the 5. He's going to have another first down. First and goal. 6 minutes ago, and
well, you know,
Bowman's starting to show some. He's not quitting.
He is not quitting at all.
Off the field comes number 74, Nate Gaines. And Bowman again goes up the middle. Touchdown, Milford. So Bowman gets on the board for the Bucks. 35-9. A little bit of life here. But yeah, he ran that. That was his series there.
Yep.
He ran hard. We talked about the hits he took early in the series, and he finishes off with a touchdown. So on the kick is Gaglione.
Gaglione the kick.
Good snap. Holds down. Kicks up. That's good. Right down the middle, Gaglione makes this 35-10. So folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout, and we'll be right back with more fourth quarter action here in Delmar.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today I'm at Northeast Seafood Kitchen in Milford, Delaware. Apple crisp. It's going to be awesome. Check it out. Delaware, open 7 days a week. Chef Alex has got you covered. See you soon.
And welcome back to Delmar. And Sean, you said at the break, 23 touchdowns this year for Bowman, you said?
Yeah, 23 touchdowns this season for Bowman. He has a school record for career touchdowns, too.
I want to thank some of our sponsors, Delaware Self-Defense Academy, Royce Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, and Ronnie Weiss. Green Blade Irrigation and Turf Care, they bring us our turf report.
My favorite part of the game.
Number 22.
Dream Scouting Network. And of course, Barclays Heating and Air brings us the out-of-town scoreboard.
And Jerome Beasley back deep.
And we have a whistle timeout Delmar on the kick return.
I got an out-of-town scoreboard.
What you got?
Mama Gator just sent me a text. Polytech, 20. Sussex Tech, 14.
20-14, the Panthers. So Coach Dave Hearn taking the timeout here on this kick return. Then he's talking, he told his front line just to stay up there, and he's got to talk to these guys. So I'm sure that's a lot of talk about control the ball, protect the ball.
Will Knight, 91-yard punt return. Smyrna 20. Salesianum, 7.
Wow.
Third quarter.
That's going to move probably right there, Smyrna to the number 2 seed, Sussex Central to the 3 seed. We could see CR Central again in 2 weeks.
Boy, wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, Central
blown out. CR.
So we come off the timeout, 35-10, Delmar.
Yeah, but they've been playing really good.
Does Bowman come off the field? I see he's on the kickoff team. He's the fire guy.
Yeah, he's still over there. He's still on the field.
Here we go.
So Gagnon on to kick it off. Delmar brings their hands team on, has everybody up close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. This is his last year.
And it's going to be an onside kick. And it's going to be Delmar ball. It's going to be a flag
I think
fair catch.
Well, and I think Milford also was offsides. But we'll see.
The Zebras get together.
Can you call a fair catch on a ball that hits the ground?
That's true. That's true.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you.
Well, here's the call. Offsides on
Yeah,
Milford.
that's what I thought.
Procedure against Milford with a ball did not
I'm not sure. Coach
Well, see,
on the field upset
what happened was they went in motion.
Right.
Okay, it's really not even offsides. It was a motion. They went in motion across to the far side, and the kid kind of turned it up a little bit early. Yeah, I don't think, he did. He tried to wave for a fair catch. But once that ball hits the ground, there's no... Now, if you pooch kick it like Smyrna does, they do the old pooch kick.
So Milford's going to re-kick off the little procedure penalty on the kickoff. And now we have a flag on somebody, and number 19 is walking away. Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, and you hate to see that.
That's 15.
And that's Brandon Jones. You hate to see, that kind of sportsmanship in a game.
Yeah, but there's a coach in his griddle on the far side of the field. Number 19, who was Jones, came off the field. I guess that's who the flag was on.
It was.
Pointed at him.
Yeah. So he said something to the Delmar people or the Delmar players.
Or the ref.
Or the ref.
So now Milford kicking off from their own 20. Now you can't onside kick now. Number 7, A.J. Angelos looking at coach and what do we do with the kicking here? They're all ready for the onside kick. So he pooch kicks this one. And good placement. And taken by 3. Parsons, and Bowman makes a nice tackle.
Parsons should have let the ball go out of bounds.
Right. Well,
that would have been a penalty, and then they would have backed him up again.
We don't know how it was rolling. He kind of picked it up running.
Yeah, that looked like it was going out of bounds.
Yeah.
Maybe. It looked like it to me, though.
I thought so, too.
From about their own 36.
So after all that, 5:30 to go.
Oh, that penalty really killed you.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. So could very well see another Caesarati Sussex Central game in first round playoffs. Unless the Riders pull up and get that number 5.
With the Riders being on the road, right?
Right.
The castle. They got to go in the. They got to storm the castle.
Yeah, it's going to be a handoff to number 32, Phillips, and he picks up about 7 on the flag. Brings up a 2nd down.
Brought down by Matthews.
He's been a stud on defense, but he's quietly had a good game on offense as well.
He's picked up that 3-4 here. Got 7 on that one.
In the second half, he's grinded it out for this offense.
He's been softening up that Milford center there.
But see how I was talking about balance?
Right.
Okay. In that first half, they showed really good balance, throwing the ball for 47 yards, just to keep that Milford defense honest. That gave them that big lead, and then you got to see Coach Hearn take the air out of the ball.
And we're going to have a whistle on the play.
We're going to get a...
Onside Delmar. It should be a clear procedure. Procedure on Delmar.
Back it up 5.
You know, if that's called on the split end, he asked if I'm set.
But unfortunately, that official on that sideline doesn't have to tell you, am I on, am I off, da 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 da.
Well, in a game like this, if he asks if you're on,
hey,
it's ridiculous. Huh?
I don't understand why they just don't tell you you're on or you're off anyway. That drove me crazy as a coach.
And Phillips again, left side.
You see, I watched it that time, and the young man asked the official, am I good? I'm on the line, am I good? We used to tell our receivers that all the time. Tell him where you're supposed to be, and then ask if I'm good. Well, he's having dialogue with the official. The ball was snapped.
Right.
He didn't even know.
Phillips picks up 3 on the play, 3rd and 4.
This is only their third down of the half.
Well, they scored 2 touchdowns on first downs.
Yeah.
2 long ones for Parker. And Phillips in the eye, the fullback position. Parker has the tip. I said they run a lot of formation. They're like a little bit of a hybrid. Von Arts. And he's got the first down. The quarterback's sneak. He puts his head down.
That's been their go-to play on 3rd down. And 2nd and short. And he's gained good yardage.
Benson, 1st and 10, Delmar from the 50.
First down at the 50 for the Wildcats. Still a lot of games left here. 3:38.
Well, it'll go fast.
They show a little wing tee here with Phil still fullback. Parker at the setback. And it's going to be Phillips up the middle. So Phillips getting his carries on this series. He picks up about, we'll call it 4.
And another late flag.
And this game's starting to get chippy.
A young team not knowing how to handle themselves.
Probensi, I guess, then on the tackle. Personal foul. Delmar.
Wow.
Back up 15. So that may be a little bit of rubbing it in.
Been chirping all night.
And, you know, now after Dave Hearn, you got to say, guys, we got one more to play. We haven't won anything yet.
Now,
one more to play.
This put them in a position to win it.
Chirping all night, man. Yeah, it's awesome. I don't mind chirping either, but
it should be 3rd down, right?
Yeah, it's 3rd and a mile. 3rd and 22.
They just told the stick guys to change it. That was a dead ball, so they'd already run the play.
This referee told the young man he's good. And option to Parker. And he's got some blockers out in front of him. He's got the first down. And he stays in bounds. What a smart play by Parker. And we have a flag back here at the 41.
It's going to be a hold.
Right. A hold 20 yards away from the ball.
The dreaded backside hold used to drive me crazy as a coach and coordinator. The guy's not even in the play. You can call holding on every play, but the guy's not even in the play.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and
country mile.
40 probably now. All right, Delmar, see if you can get this one. See if you can put this 3rd down.
This is like 3rd in the distance back home.
And 27. But the clock is running.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Official timeout.
The official blew the whistle. The tackle was running down the field, boy.
Checking the down. That's what they're doing. Making sure everybody has third down.
All right, we got it sorted out. Here we go. Third down.
Well, smart job there by Coach Dave Hearn. He gets another 30 seconds.
Yeah, he does.
And the clock's running. Excuse me.
Is it third down for real?
Third and 27 for the Wildcats. That's a handoff to Parker up the middle. Tackle initial hit made by number 5, Gage Copes. So that's going to take the clock down under a minute here. And a fourth down for Delmar.
Price. And Johnson.
Bowman in helping finish up on that tackle. Number 42, Robinson. Robinson had he's made some big hits tonight.
Yeah. I know who my Louis Pizza guy is.
We're going to wait till we come back. I know who mine is.
Oh, I know. I don't even think we're going to have to argue this week.
So Delmar's going to take a timeout with 29 seconds. We're going to stay right here as they're going to probably punt it away. Well, folks, we'll end the suspense while we're on a timeout. Let's talk about our Louis Pizza player of the game, and it's unanimous. Number 34, Brooks Parker of Delmar. Sean, talk about the game this kid has on this punt here.
Oh my gosh, the speed he demonstrated tonight, the big runs he had. He did it on defense as well.
And the punt goes out of bounds with 22 seconds to go.
But you know, you got to give a slice to our man Phillips.
Oh, yeah, he had early on.
He gets a slice of pizza.
Early on, I was even looking at Denard, but just the game that.
But Parker blew the game wide open with big long runs. Did a great job. Protected the football. And he made some good plays on defense as well.
One of our players to watch tonight, Brooks Parker, player of the game. And congratulations, Coach Dave Hearn, 200th career win.
That's awesome.
Looking to throw it downfield, double coverage, and Trader breaks it up.
Intended for Gillis. Trader almost comes down the interception. 2nd and 10.
Parker had 3 touchdowns tonight? Yeah. Almost 150 yards rushing had to be. 2 of them were long as mud.
I was tweeting out my congratulations to Coach Dave Hearn. That's impressive.
Absolutely.
27 years, 200 victories.
Oh my God.
And a lot of whistles.
False start.
False start against Milford.
Ball start against the Bucks.
So the number 1 offense took it to the number 4 defense.
And when you say took it to them, they took it to them.
Took them to the woodshed.
Yeah, there's a woodshed right there in the
camp.
I think that's where they took them.
Yep. Oh yeah.
15 seconds left to play. 2nd and 15 for the Bucks.
Alex Corner down here at the bottom was 12 yards from the receiver. He was not going to get beat deep.
I think that's going to be it, folks. That's the ball game. The Delmar Wildcats extended one more week. And they'll head to Woodbridge next week with the Henlopen Conference Southern Division Championship on the line. Folks, we're going to take a quick time out, and we'll be right back with the the Sodal Concept post-game show. Be right back, folks. And welcome back, folks, to the Sodal Concepts post-game show with Benny Mitchell and Sean Brennan. And Sean Brennan, I don't know, that wasn't really what I expected here tonight.
Not at all. I expected a slobber knocker of a game.
I called Delmar to win by one, not like this, but Delmar, this was a statement game for the Wildcats.
Absolutely. This is a team on a mission, setting themselves up for a conference championship next week. Against the Woodbridge Blue Raiders. They dominated this game from the get-go.
Oh, absolutely.
From the get-go.
And not only congrats to the Delmar team for putting themselves in a position to win a title, congratulations to Coach Dave Hearn.
200 wins.
200 wins.
That's an amazing feat.
Yeah. All-time winningest coach in the Henlopen Conference, Dave Hearn. Our Louis Pizza player of the game, Brooks Parker. Let's talk about that kid. What a game he had. I mean, he's talked about the pregame, just physically imposing. Yeah. He imposed his will on Milford tonight.
Well, you talked about if you had to design a football player for your video game, it would be him.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Parker said that about one other person, Troy Reeder.
Yeah.
Back when he was in high school.
Yeah. Yep. And he was a stud.
Right.
But Parker, you know, 3 touchdowns, 146 yards rushing. I mean, he took control of this game when his team needed to. And again, you know, we gave him the Louis Pizza Award, but you know, again, Carson Phillips, number 32, gets a slice of that pie.
Yes, he does. And
he really was
prize
everywhere.
on the side for Tayshawn Denard.
Oh yeah,
he had a heck of a game too. Early on, he was my guy, player of the game. Then Phillips, and then Mr. Parker said, "Oh no, I'll have pepperoni on my pizza." You know, what a game by Parker.
That's funny.
And congrats to Coach Hearn on his 200th victory. And folks, that's going to be a wrap. Next weekend, Battle of the Bell. Sean Brennan,
Milford Bucks,
Battle of the Bell,
and the Lake Forest Spartans.
And that's where we'll be, up in Milford and Lake Forest. There's the bell right in the middle.
Love it.
And we'll be here for the first time. We've covered the Battle of the Bell. We'll be at Milford for the first time this year. So for Dave Marvel on the stats, Trey Mitchell on the camera, Nick Halliday up in Wilmington producing the game, Kristen Mitchell with the scores back in Lewis. For Sean Brennan, my partner, welcome back after a week's vacation.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm Benny Mitchell, folks. Have a good night. See you next week.